What's going on, guys? We're back. Take two of TPK the party in Doomsday Dawn. That's where we're at with it. Sea serpents are scary, and so am I. Thank you guys for watching on Twitch. Eric and Anthony, thank you guys for your support on Patreon. Joey, Dan, thanks for breathing oxygen for me. That's real good. I always I don't know what to say.
I try.
But I do too, every day. Sea serpent death. Anyway, we are on the second session, or the first session and a half-ish, of the Mirrored Moon, which is part 4 of the Pathfinder playtest Doomsday Dawn. We're basically going to jump right into it, with one exception, because these guys probably don't know this. People watching on Twitch might not know this. People watching on YouTube might not know this. But when my players have birthdays, it's important to me to drop the veil for a second. Not to get too real, but I don't really have a family. My family has always been the people I throw dice with. And yes, there are people that pay for this to happen, but that doesn't mean you guys aren't not important to me. There's billions of people on planet Earth. I'm choosing to spend my Friday night with you sweaty nerds. So it's important that I reward. I hand out things to people for their birthdays. So Ojitai, our monk, has been meditating for a while, about 8 levels, in a couple of weeks. Ojitai has now mastered the finer bits of the great teacher's style of fighting, as you guys can see by the token sitting on the dashboard, and you can see on OBS now. So, in a mechanical sense now, Ojitai, when you enter dragon style, the motion is, it makes a oval with your hands that comes up here to draw the symbol of the great teacher, a silver dragon from the Dragon Empires in a faraway monastery. No longer is it that Ojitai makes big dragon tail strikes, though the mechanics are basically the same, but now it's Ojitai reaches out and slaps a dude with kind of the 1-inch punch, so the hammer is a little less lucerne and a little more ball-peen to your jugular in a mechanical sense. When Ojitai is in dragon style, henceforth, once per day as a, I almost said spell-like ability, as an innate spell, because that's new now, Ojitai can cast Cone of Cold using his class DC as the DC. And when you're in dragon style, you get a free, don't need to burn attunement, frost potency rune.
Damn.
Is there a level on that? I'm not sure. I forgot to check that, and that's important to what's happening.
I think they're level 9.
Frost. I'm not used to hearing level big on frost and flaming and things. Let's maybe not wait for the 434 pages of Control F. Treasure. Runes. I'm gonna say it's heightened to your level, whatever that happens to be. Don't die. Watch out for sea serpents.
I believe that counts as 5. Same with my powers.
Yep. So that's rune is 9 plus. So the greater at level 14. So that's on flavor. You're level 9. You get that. You'll get the greater at level 14 if you survive. Happy birthday, my friend. Now, to get down to business.
Happy birthday.
You guys have 15 days until the end of the world. Until that Doomsday we've been talking about for 10-ish sessions together.
Sanic speed.
That is the name of the game. You guys have basically, in that 2 weeks, Kellery has set up. It's still kind of coming together, but it's a more organized fort now. It's not just people lugging wooden poles everywhere. Everything's good to go. But there's been no word from Ethan and Sonia and Tycho. Ojitai is done with his meditations. An idea is done with 15 days of funerals. There's going to be one more if you find the bodies. But real quick, well, I guess everyone needs to introduce, but we'll start with Dan and Chewy with the new characters. What are you bringing to this table? What's going on, Dan? What are you playing? What is happening?
I am playing Adamil Galanadel, Elven Ranger of the Deepwood. And together with my brother, I plan to track down this lost party of adventurers and aid them in their quest.
Very Sindarin. Well done. Good. Oh yeah, you guys are playing brothers, aren't you, Chewy? Chewy, what are you doing? What's happening? What's going on?
My first name is Ziam, and I am a druid of the Order of the Leaf with my brother looking for those people in the Familia whose name is Landes.
Mondes. What shape does it take? It's important. What kind of leshy is it?
Of how that looked in the rules, does that mean it could?
It's all just
It could-
flavor and fluff. Like in Pathfinder First Edition, we had pumpkin leshies, we had vine leshies, which were a race. We had like the plant basically. A vine. Okay, fair enough. It's been a running thing in live plays on Black Dragon Gaming that they make what Kane calls, and I have no idea what this means, but what Kane calls Studio Ghibli noises. That's how your familiar communicates. I imagine a little beep 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 beep. I have some anime somewhere. Anywho, we'll go to the other side. Now that I've given Ojitai a buff, what are you playing again, Anthony? What's happening? What's going on? What is life?
I am Ojitai, the human monk, with the dragon style. I actually went along the key abilities more when I got more levels on him. His motivation is to eventually join the Pathfinder Society, because that was the background trait, was Pathfinder Hopeful. And then he's going around and figured out he has to try to find a way to save the world. And I guess he just had a very bad feeling and was like, I think we need to wait for more supplies and people before we go out. And then the others just didn't listen to him, so he stayed and meditated. And then the others,
Viva Las Vegas. Fair enough.
I think once you
Vegas saved me.
Yeah, it didn't. This adventure is all about come back, you'll play these characters again in a later adventure, unless you're Chewie or Robin. Anywho, Eric, what do you got? What are you playing?
Or we get the C+ ending.
Accurate.
Sorry.
My character is Nydia. She is a half drow priest of Pharasma.
Fair enough, and that's the guy that's coming back from Carrying Ground, or not Carrying Ground, Jesus, back from the fair at Somberfell Hall, which takes place around Carrying Ground, and we're all playing Carrying Ground together later. Good, fair enough. Let me, I gotta bring up a table real quick, because we will be moving as fast as the slowest person in the party, as that is wont to do. You guys have 15 days till the end of the adventure. The objective is make friends, stop the Night Heralds from completing a ritual that will summon a monster from the void between the stars to Galarian.
All right.
You guys see the board?
we got 3 elves.
Yeah, 3 elves and 1 human.
I do not see a board.
Is it under the overworld map?
Yes, overworld map is the one you need.
So I press map.
It's just a blank screen for me.
Except for at the bottom left corner, where you guys should see 1 bit of the mask is revealed, 1 hex.
Ah, there we are.
I'm not seeing anything. Maybe I'm clicking. Nope.
Maybe you gotta
Every
open
time
your
I click it, it
eyes.
ends up moving it.
There, I shared it again.
I see it.
I don't see anything either.
It loaded now.
Okay.
Is there a button
Zooming
that I have
in,
to hit?
zooming out.
You guys, what you want to do, you guys can definitely see it, but for, and I guess this definitely serves as our how-to fantasy grounds. We'll all figure it out together. What you want to do, Eric, is images and maps, the shield over there. Then you scroll down until you see overworld map and click on that, and then it'll open up.
Okay, it just spawned up for me.
Yep, and there's 1 hex that's been uncovered with the base camp, which is where you guys are. I want to say Nydia has the slowest speed in the party because of her armor, probably.
What
I
is
have a speed of 20.
Yep, there it is.
Oh.
Okay, Sanic Speed has a big weight on its ankle.
I take it you didn't get the memo.
Yeah. It's all
We're
about
all
the
at like
nimble.
45.
Yeah.
I can almost see it. It's like it's right in the lower left corner, but it won't let me move.
So what you can do
Move
is
the cursor.
in the bottom right, there's a compass rose thing. You can grab that and move it around. You also can, if you have a mouse wheel, you can scroll back all the way.
Yep, that's what I've been doing, and it's not.
It's on the left-hand side. If
It's
you
on the
scroll all
left,
way down,
almost
it's a little bit in
all
the
the way to the
middle.
bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And so a speed of 20 means each of these hexes is 12 miles. I am a generous god. And I'm going to say an idea can easily find a horse. So that way,
Can
so
we
we
just-
aren't dead.
Can we just carry her in a cart?
Yeah, a horse is 40, so
There you go. So the slowest speed
I think
is
we
40.
can just pull it.
Just don't push it
All right.
you're an elf with only 20 speed.
How
So
though?
confused.
I'm
Armor.
a half elf, and I have
Oh.
scale mail on.
A human.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So a speed of 40 means you guys can move 32 miles a day, meaning you can cover
All right.
2.5 hexes, almost 3 whole hexes.
All right.
Where are we going, kids?
Probably follow the
Well-
tracks of Sophia and that group.
Those tracks are
Speaking
2
of
weeks
that-
old.
I would like to ask around, wherever we are, just see, like, does anyone remember which direction they went off on? Like, which direction? Because I need to know what to go off of.
Nobody has any idea. They've seen a couple of
Okay.
rocks flying around, and frankly, you guys have too. It's hard to miss gargantuan birds. Over in, like, the top right corner of the map, there's been a couple of rocks flying around. There's been...
Huh.
Other scouts have moved around. There's been rumors of a dragon in the region, as well as perhaps some kind of lake monster. It's hard
That
to
could
say.
all prove useful.
That could all
But I have
prove
an
useful.
idea.
Also, I will continue to be generous. The Night Heralds have assembled around at the end of Sommerfell Hall. You guys, though you didn't rescue the professor, you learned there was a man by the name of Ramlock who's important to the Night Heralds, and he had a tower in this part of the world, which is the hex I have uncovered is the location of the tower. There will be a lunar eclipse in 15 days. It's real bad if that happens.
All right, then I'm going to gather what allies I can, along with my brother,
Yes.
and say, all right, I think we have a destination, but I want to try and follow the tracks, if we can, of the adventuring party, see if we can catch up with them. If something happened, then we'll carry on without them.
Yes.
How's that sound?
Is there any rumors of any civilized type creatures?
Not really.
Good question.
There's a nascent kingdom that's been made, if you will, a little bit like on the other side of those mountains, because this does follow like parallel to Kingmaker. So
Okay.
So that's fun if you're playing that CRPG. Also, I'm going to put this out as a PSA for everyone playing that CRPG. It only gives you 25 autosave slots, so it'll delete all your characters if you don't play one for a while. I have alt fever, and it's been bad for me. I was real salty. And now Internet Land knows. But no, there's no real rumors of anything.
I'd like to talk to the plants. I have green empathy.
Okay. There's certainly a lot of grass in this part of the world. There's no, maybe like an occasional tree. You guys can see the forest that's off in the distance because it's mostly flat.
Okay.
I'm going to find a wise-looking tree,
Sure.
and then I'm going to ask it to tell me what direction a party of 3 people went to. Which direction?
Okay. Make me a diplomacy check. Don't botch this one.
Okay.
Don't double dip into the dryad and make her mad.
Please tell me you put something in charisma.
I got a +2 on diplomacy rolls.
Okay, it's not bad. Throw that d20 at the board. If you can't see it or have problems throwing, there it is. Bright green for a druid. Okay.
I get a +2 to that.
+2 on top of the 10.
Green.
Yes.
Okay, sure. So that's a 25, which is definitely probably a critical success.
Nice.
You're a pretty advanced Leaf Order druid. People know who you are, and more importantly, nature knows who you are. Nature responds to your footfall. You're a Leaf Order druid, so I imagine like grass. It doesn't. There's no mechanical. Or did you take Woodland Stride? Do you have Woodland Stride?
Yes.
Okay, so grass actually forms little platforms under your feet as you walk, as if to carry you. Not unlike Xerxes on his sedan chair so long ago in 300. Well, that movie. Anyway, that's the idea. You're super important to this part of the world, and the tree greets you pretty warmly. I imagine there has to be some kind of like touch to form the connection to speak to this thing.
I guess so. It doesn't say, but I think so.
Because it doesn't have a mouth. It's not a tree or anything like that. So this is all telepathic. Hello, little one. The three you seek traveled into the forest. Some I'm a tree. Some 14 cycles of the moon and sun ago. It says no more, but it gives you everything you need to know where the party died.
Okay. I say, thank you, mighty tree.
Can we loot the dead party?
If you can find them, yeah. Yeah, you can.
Oh,
I hear a rumor that there might
About
be a
that.
magic plate mail and a magic shield laying on the bank of a lake somewhere. Oh, man. Oh, Ethan.
New
I said,
strategy:
guys.
die again, make new characters, loot our corpses,
Repeat
keep
for
doing this until
infinite
we win.
money.
Rinse, repeat.
New strategy.
So I
Flawless.
relay to the party, the tree has told me where to find them. Follow me.
Okay. So do you guys just want to beeline
Lead
to
on,
where that
brother.
is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeping our eye open as
So,
best we can.
I will uncover hexes. It's awkward because I can only uncover in squares, so just use your imagination. You guys are
I don't
able to
have one of
move.
those.
Well, you're playing the wrong game. So, you guys are a lot faster than the party that came through before. Gallandel and Ziam are like Ziam moves with nature because nature is Ziam. Aramil, very Sindar.
Armil's just fast.
Aramil knows how to like move with. The best way I ever had it explained to me was by my father, who was an airborne ranger. Was like you need to move with nature, not fight against it. So it's kind of almost like a dance, right? There is something in your way and you just move with it as it moves. Ergo, it does not impede you. Meanwhile, Ojitai is just in like a dead sprint. Ojitai is faster than the horse that was bought for an idea.
And if there's ever difficult terrain, I just go dragon style and walk right through it.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Walking right
Is that a thing in Dragon Style?
Dragon
Yeah.
style is unimpeded by difficult terrain.
Nice. That's so cool. I imagine
can
it might not
charge
be
and all
walk
that
through it
stuff.
so much as
What
like
about
there's
magic?
a big rock. Ojitai walks up and without breaking stride, just like 1 inch punches it, and it explodes and freezes a little, and off he goes. And
Does
you
that
guys,
work with magic?
I don't think it works with magical. I think you literally have to be a leaf order druid like Ziam to get through like entangles.
Yeah.
Anyway, it gets to be about mid to the end. Well, no, it's like 8 hours. So it's like middle of the afternoon as you guys begin making your way through this forest and arrive at a lake. It's as long as you stay close to this river, you think that the horse will have enough like ground to walk on. But this lake's pretty big. It's the size of like one of the Great Lakes in due east of me.
You mean right next to where I live?
That too.
All right.
If you guys want to make a perception check, you are welcome to do so.
Yes. I
Great
would
Lakes
like
are
to.
huge. It's basically the size of an ocean.
Mm-hmm.
No, not an ocean. A sea.
That's a 23 again.
Alrighty. Do I still have Ethan's sheet? Here's hoping I still. Well, I can get it from Discord.
22.
That's what we're gonna do. Here we go. Going to Discord.
Can I find any tracks?
You find a lot of tracks. There definitely was something really big fought your friends here. And you can tell that because
All right.
Ojitai certainly would recognize Ethan's armor and his shield, which lie abandoned,
And my
On-
crossbow.
and Tycho's crossbow, which lie abandoned.
Yeah, I'll just pick that up.
What kind of crossbow was it, Chewie?
It was a +1 potency.
As well as a
Crossbow.
+2 full plate and an expert, sturdy, heavy steel shield with 10
Alright.
hardness.
Now, Automil was not familiar with these people, so he's going to turn to the rest of the party and say, do you recognize these? Did these belong to who we're looking for?
They did. I'm going to take the crossbow, just because it's a wise decision.
It's fair.
And,
It would seem
yeah.
they ran afoul of something rather large.
Is there bloodstains? Like lots
Yes,
of blood?
yes, yeah, there's some dried blood. Not a lot. Mostly from... It kind of looks like a... a bit more than a cat scratch, that kind of thing.
Like something ate the bodies out of the armor so that the armor would still be there and the bodies wouldn't?
More like the lacerations from a scimitar going across someone's face, not full bore, not like so much as like something just gently ran into it while going, owie. There's also, you guys do definitely find, again, signs of, like, things have traveled through here. And by things, I mean, like, barges have crossed this river. There's bits of, like, maybe, like, a copper coin here, a rusted dagger there, which would imply that there's probably something at the bottom of that lake.
Alright. Automil would like to examine the blood and the area just to get an idea of how long ago all this happened.
Okay.
If it's the size of a Great Lake, we're not going to find anything by looking through it like that.
Looks like
That's
it
a
happened
26.
with a 26 on, I guess, a survival is what that is. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so with the 26, it looks like it
Yeah.
happened like 8 hours ago. It's pretty fresh.
Okay.
I said languished for a while thinking it was 2 weeks ago, but no, this literally, like, happened yesterday, pretty much.
Alright, I will relay that to the party. This blood is quite fresh. Perhaps a third of a day ago. They may not be alive.
Why would Otatai? Why would your companions take off leave his armor here? For any reason?
Well, he probably tried to go swimming without armor. That just seems like a Ethan thing to do.
It is wiser
Ethan,
to
right?
not swim in the full plate, yes.
We could look in the water.
You could.
Yeah, that's probably what they did.
I'm just gonna
That
do this.
would
until you
seem
decide.
unwise. I think I'm wise
Given
enough
the
to understand that
circumstances.
that's probably what they did.
Yeah, 1 + 1 makes 2.
And they didn't come back to get their armor, therefore they either drowned or something worse.
Mm-hmm.
Or both.
From all the tracks and stuff, since the serpent got close and was able to swallow people whole on the shore, is there any evidence on the bank of that? Of something big?
Yeah, you guys would definitely find that.
Okay.
Bits of, like, signs of a struggle, water that's faint purplish greenish in color and gives off a strange odor.
Ugh.
I wouldn't.
You know, actually, with the survival checks and the perception check and stuff, that's more than enough for Aramil to figure out that there's definitely is or was a sea serpent in the water here. The funny smelling water is from the ballast organs of the sea serpent, which it can spit as a projectile weapon, and these ballast organs are known to, the algae that grows within them has a very hallucinogenic effect, and a sea serpent can use that to hunt because it will cause creatures to seek out water if they're flying. So it'll, like, come out of the water, spit at a bird, the bird comes down, and no more.
Okay. They ran afoul of a serpent. If it finds us, we must keep a great distance and beware of its breath.
I have water breathing that can cover up to 5 people.
Oh, well then,
5 creatures. So
all
Okay.
right, then let's go into the lake. Yay!
I cast feet to fins, for I can grow fins. That gives me my 45 move speed underwater.
Nice.
Sure, seems good. Can everybody
you
make a
need the water
perception check
breathing as
really
well?
quickly?
Yeah.
We
We're
all
under
gonna
the
die
sea.
again.
Under the sea.
$31.
Aramil.
What
I
do
like
I
all the
see with
colored
my elf
dice.
The
eyes?
DC was 32. I add 25 to that 12.
Oh!
You guys are going to be mad, but I rolled to stabilize the creature that had dying 1 before the rules updated it. It's stable.
Oh.
It's wounded 1. But there is, in fact, a sea serpent. and it's gonna get a surprise round at you guys. I'm gonna share the sheet that I shared it.
So we're on the
As you guys go down, everyone gets the spell cast on them from Nydia, so you guys can swim in.
Oh.
And the water is pretty stable. It's not hard to swim in this gigantic lake, and there's definitely a barge down there. But also, there's a big spooky I'm gonna make this a Theater of the Mind encounter. You guys are all pretty close to each other. I'm gonna throw a D4 down for who in the surprise round before initiative is rolled. It's a 1. That's Ziam. Oh, Ziam. Okay, here we go. I gotta open my bestiary because it's hungry. And has decided to become a vegetarian. That was a bad joke to attack the leaf druid, but whatever. It's happening right now. The sea serpent catches you guys completely unaware. You knew it was there.
Almost.
It's as you see it moving through the murky water. It's pretty beat up. It's pretty bloody. There are very obvious like scorch marks along it on like several different points. And it is gonna full attack. Actually, no, you know what? I want to be able to do this because sea serpents have a lot of extra things. What it's gonna do is it's gonna swim past all 4 of you. As it does so, it has.
I have attack of opportunity, by the way.
Tight. You are not aware of this happening. Ooh. So this is its first action. And spines extend from like all across the creature's body. Armadon from Primal Rage comes to mind if my age isn't showing on that one. And as it does, can everybody make a reflex save?
Yeah.
I have one of those.
Yeah, you do, Monk.
I have one too.
You guys better. Can you make a reflex save? No, I can't. No, I cannot.
I don't have evasion, though. That's
Ziam saves. Nydia does not.
Come on.
That's
Ojutai is fine and takes not. Ojutai is able to ride along the beast.
Hey, guys, isn't this easy?
Aramil saves as well, so blip. It's 17. I rolled bad. So it's 17 points of damage on Nydia. Then 8 points of damage on Aramil and Ziam. Meanwhile, Ojutai just kind of grabs onto his spine and rides the beast as it darts past you guys. And
I'm ready to fuck this guy up.
Language. Also, here's
I have a question.
Yes.
Aramil has reflexes, so with that,
as in lightning?
he has okay, from being a ranger.
That means he actually... Did you not have the 30 baked in? Is that what you're saying? Should it have been 1 higher? Is that what you're saying?
I believe that counts it as a crit if he succeeds. I don't know if that works with everything reflex or if that's just with spells.
The feat lightning reflex does not. The feat lightning reflex is
No, it's is it in the...
I think it's actually just called evasion still.
Oh, if it's that, yeah, then you succeed and take nothing.
Okay, that's what it is, yeah.
You have evasion?
Oh, okay.
Good job,
Rangers get it.
I know they can get it, but you gotta actually have it, you know?
25 to hit the druid. Nom.
Okay.
25 misses.
Good, well done. It's still hungry, though. Here's at a -5. Oh, good, so I miss again. And if we could roll initiative, if you guys could make perception checks really quickly.
Okay.
Ziam's got a 15.
Yep.
Ojutai's got a 17. Haha.
What a bad
That
roll.
light grey is a bit hard to see on that light background. It's a darker color.
And 18. Ha. Continuing to edge people out. Nydia has that 18.
Alright. Okay, well, this
Zion,
is for initiative. So...
19. Or actually,
33.
Is a 33. Okay, Aramil is probably first.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh no.
The beast will go first.
Oh yeah.
The sea serpent. I like what I did before. I'm not the smartest. Yeah. Actually, Ojutai's on my back. I'm upset about that. I would like to... what can I do? What can I do? It's gonna swing its tail around for its first attack.
Am I flat-footed?
Yes.
Am I flat-footed because of the water or because I haven't gone in combat yet?
Because you haven't gone yet.
Okay, just making sure.
So then it's a because you have a.
I have Underwater Marauder,
Yeah, so you're
which
fine.
means I can,
So then it's a 25 again to hit you.
Just hits me because I'm flat-footed.
We did it. We did it, team. 8 more on... No, that's the water damage. Where's Mateo? Mateo is 16 more on this. So 23 points of damage, and then it's going to make a quick acrobatics check, or athletics check over your reflex DC. It adds many. So 23 plus 16 is a big number over your reflex DC, so I assume it grabs you.
I thought you said it hit me with its tail.
And it has grab on its tail, too.
23 plus 16.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Over
nice.
Ojatai's. Yeah,
That's a
weird.
39.
That's mean.
23 plus 16 actually does crit, yeah.
Oh, ooh, goody. Okay, so how does Constrict work in this crazy new game? God, I'm so glad that I rolled to make this thing survive. I'm so happy that I'm a mean person at you guys. Haha! Constrict is automatically deals the listed number of damage to any number of creatures grabbed or restrained.
Does it get to constrict right away? Because I know a lot of GMs sometimes do that where they constrict right away, but sometimes it's not until they get another action to constrict.
It does rules as written for Swallow Whole.
Okay.
But for this, it would have to use another action, and it's not smart enough to metagame, so it's gonna bite Siam again at a -5. So it's a 31 minus 5, 26 to hit Ziam.
It misses. My AC is a 30.
All right, RML,
Nice.
the time has come.
Yeesh.
All right. Is it within 100 feet?
Certainly.
One action to hunt target.
Sure, as you do.
Now we're underwater. Would he have any penalties using his bow?
It's a good question. I have no idea. We're looking at it. Here we go. Combat is happening right now. There's definitely a chart for like special combat things, and that's where that is.
Mm-hmm.
Encounters. Where is it? Playing the game. Encounter mode. Special battles. Okay, underwater. Well, it tells me about how drowning works, but you guys can breathe. You're flat-footed unless you have a swim speed. You gain resistance 5 to acid and fire. You take a -2 circumstance penalty to melee, bludgeoning, or slashing attacks that pass through water because either you or your target is underwater. Ranged attacks that deal bludgeoning or slashing damage automatically miss if the attacker or target is underwater, and piercing ranged attacks made by an underwater creature or against an underwater target have their range increments halved, and then you hunted, so you're probably good. You can't cast fire spells or use abilities with the fire trait, and some ground-based actions might not work. So, but you're doing piercing damage, so you're fine.
Yeah. So
Underwater Marauder gets rid of most of those too.
Fair enough.
Okay. So he will use an action to ready his bow, knock an arrow,
Okay.
and fire away.
Yes, sir.
Is it within 100? You said it's within 100 feet, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So no penalty. Let's see. Target is hunted. 18.
Oh, that's a critical fumble.
Oh,
it's bad. So what happens is roll for damage. The attack hits Ojatai.
okay. Let's see.
Well,
Even through my AC?
Yes, because it's a fumble. 13 points of damage.
13.
Assigned to the big guy. And you've got one more action.
Sorry.
Yet again, the natural threes. The RNG has come back to haunt you.
No, that was all 3. Hunt, target, ready, bow, shoot.
So fair.
Switch
Okay.
next.
Understood. In that case, it goes to Nadia.
Okay. How far is the serpent away from me?
You'd need to make one action to get within 5 feet of it.
Okay, so it's not that far away from me.
It's probably like 30, 35 feet away.
Okay. Then I will take one action to get within. I think it's going to be within 25 feet.
Okay, sure. You're able to do so.
And I am going to cast Shadow Blast as a piercing. And it's piercing variant.
Nice.
It's normally a 50-foot line, so I guess it's going 25.
Sure. There's definitely more than enough room for a 50-foot line to hit the giant thing and not the party.
Okay. Well then, that's what I'm casting, and
very flavorful from the character who's Niddlese. Well done.
It is going to. It can make a reflex or a will save against it.
Okay, I think you choose when casting Shadow Blast, because I remember that spell looked really good. It's their choice. That's weird. Okay, so it's going to make a reflex save because it doesn't know any better. And it has a 17 plus several, doing a math. My reflex is plus 19, so pretty big. What's my DC?
DC is 23.
I have 36, so I critically succeed. Which means, is that no damage on a critical success?
And a critical, and that's nothing. Yeah.
It dodges. You fire. It's a little awkward in the water to try to cast all these things. It goes, and it just kind of, it almost doesn't even notice it. It just up and down. And now it goes to, I think, Ojitai in the arms of the beast. And by arms, I mean tail.
If I use a key ability, do I have to roll a flat check? Because it says manipulate, action, activity, free action, or reaction.
No.
But it technically isn't any of those. That's what I'm wondering.
So you don't. There's no flat check.
Okay. There's no flat check? All right. Well, I'll spend 2 spell points to dimensional step outside of it.
Sure.
Right next to him.
Okay.
And then I will go into Dragon Stance.
Okay.
And then I will Flurry of Blows him.
Alrighty. Dragon Stance is one action.
And Flurry of Blows is one action as well. So it's Abundant Step.
And Abundant Step, you used 2 already, so you don't have 4 actions.
Abundant Step, I thought it was only 1 action.
Did you not just say it was 2? You literally just said it was 2, didn't you?
2 skill points. 2 power points.
Oh, fair. Okay, fair enough. Good. You're good. Make the tech. Punch a dude.
Yeah, it is only 2 because it's a key ability.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in a thing called
I have the tiger.
Oops, wrong one.
Dragon. Okay. Sure. Both of those hit. Yes, they do.
If both of those hit, these dice actually go up to the next level, which is the D12s. And if both hit, they both becomes D12s. So that's
they go together for the purpose of its resistances in DR.
For DRs and yep.
Because it resists 15 cold. So that's, you might break.
That's why you gave me cold.
No, I gave you cold because you just Ojitai, son. I played that standard. I know that dragon.
All right.
Ice breath.
That one. That's only 5. That's 6, and then plus 4 for both of those. So that's plus 8 total on top of all that.
And then the cold damage on top of it.
I didn't even add that. The cold damage is 1d6, correct?
So total 3.
1d6, 1d6.
3, 6. One more. It's an enhancement. It doubles on a critical.
Oh!
But it doesn't break.
That wasn't a crit. That wasn't a crit. That was just 2 hits because of the, whatchamacallit.
Yeah, but one of the hits was a critical. It was an extra 20.
Oh. Then that actually means there's 3 more D12s involved.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
I believe in you.
So we need to add this up.
So 50. The cold damage doesn't break anything, but then it's 50. I need you to flavor that kill. It had 1 day of rest. They got 18 hit points back from that.
As soon as I'm like, fuck this thing, I get out of its
language.
I mean, yeah. So then I use Abundant Step to get outside of it, and then I immediately go into my Dragon Stance, and then just go to town on it, just bam, bam, and then I'm still hitting it, even though I already killed it. I'm just punching it, pummeling it, over and over and over again.
Okay. So the first attack hits and puts it to dying 3 because it was a critical. No, wait. Yeah, dying because it's wounded 1. It had no means of healing that. And then the second attack kills the sea serpent outright. Congratulations, team.
He kicked it so hard it exploded.
That thing gave us so much trouble.
And now it's dead for sure because you can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, but I had to use actual key points for that. That was not what I wanted to use.
That doesn't matter. We are alive.
It's dead. It's dead. That's what matters.
That is fair.
That's more than the other party can say.
I seem to have an arrow in me too. Is this yours?
Yeah, sorry about that. Can I have that back?
Sorry about it.
Can I have that arrow back? I'm gonna need that. Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
the beast is slain. Now what do you do?
Let's go to the barge.
Okay, it takes a little while. It takes a full day to explore around this thing.
Okay, Automil is going to advise caution.
You guys,
utmost caution.
In addition to finding everyone's gear, I'll be very generous. It's in various stages of digestion, but there's a lot of magical stuff, a lot of staves, a lot of magical Tycho armor.
Ooh, staff of divination.
You guys find a cache of objects and fine jewels in a watertight chest in that barge. Everything else in the barge has sat in the water for too long and is ruined. Mechanically speaking, as you guys come to the surface and bring this chest out and open it, and you find the jewels and the art, mechanically it is worth 2 treasure points. You guys are bouncing through treasure points, you're bouncing through ally points, you're bouncing through research points, bouncing through other points throughout the adventure. With 2 treasure points, you guys all are pretty smart cookies. You figure you can probably take these back and, like, perhaps Kellery or someone else at camp might possibly maybe know somebody who would want to buy them or be able to trade them for things. Also, it's possible that maybe, like, you could use these later on to, like, barter with other people, things like that. And that's what you got.
So we got 2 treasure points, correct?
Correct. Not 1, not 3.
So we can either take it to base camp or keep it with us?
Correct.
If we take it back, we should let me and my brother go. We're the fastest. We can cover distances.
How fast are you guys?
45.
45.
I'm the exact same speed.
Yep.
Well, yeah, the horse is only a little slower.
Yeah.
Well,
5.
If we return and then come back, we lose 2 days.
Well, 1 day actually. It took us 1 day to get to here.
Yeah.
1 day there, 1 day
day
back,
and then 1 back here. Assuming you come back here.
It would slow us down holding the treasure.
Do we need to?
Carrying the treasure.
I mean, do we need to return the treasure right now?
You guys know it's about finding allies to stop the Night Heralds from summoning a thing.
So they won't. Treasures, you may be able to hire more assassins,
mercenaries and stuff. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, might as well.
Do we want to the bodies of our fallen? Do we want to load them on the horse and take them too?
Do we have the bodies, or are they decomposed?
Yeah, you would definitely find the bodies. That's definitely a thing. You can confirm Ethan and Tycho and Sonia were eaten to death by a sea serpent. It is probably anathema if there's not at least, like, it doesn't have to be a big elaborate thing. Time is a stretch. Pharasma will understand. But, like, they could come back. Especially, like, Sonia could come back as some kind of vengeful undead bent on burning all the things.
Yeah, I might as well bring it all back then.
Without the right scan.
I'm on board with bringing it all back.
Let's just bring it back.
Take 2 days out. Yeah. We got to do it.
That you do. Okay. Then in that case,
All
we've
right.
passed 3 days of travel, so now we're on day 18. You guys bring back the treasure points. You guys bring back the funeral. You bring back the bodies, and a funeral there is. Actually, is what happens. Kellery informs you guys that with 2 treasure points, there have been contacts. Contacts have been made with a nascent kingdom that's forming to the north, and if you guys want to spend the treasure points, you certainly can. She'll put in an order. The items will be delivered to an encampment in a few days. You could expedite the order if you wanted to by spending an extra treasure point. No one can cast teleportation magic, so that doesn't get us there. So you guys with 2 treasure points and 1d4 days of time passing could get a +3 weapon, or +3 armor, or a 6th level bracers of armor, or a pink rhomboid eon stone with one treasure point, a greater staff of fire, with 1 treasure point, a staff of healing. But it'll take time.
I like that +3 sword.
I do have the tree stride that lets me teleport with trees within 5-mile areas. I can walk into a tree and walk out another tree.
Okay, yeah, that is a thing.
Does that
The time is reduced to 1 day. ZM can take it himself.
I think we should allow ZM to do this. We can use all the help we can get.
Okay.
What do you think?
Is that all we can use the treasure points for, or for items?
Yeah.
Not for allies?
You probably could, but you would have to, role play it out. This is just all Kellery knows with it.
Now, is that an item for each person?
It's just one of them.
Just one item.
Yeah.
Oh.
I understood that part, yeah.
Well, a +6 for the good for any melee character.
+6 bracers of armor, yeah, that's the thing.
Well, you said it's 6th level.
Yeah, a
That's
6th
not a
level
+6.
bracers of armor. Yeah, that's definitely
Okay.
not a play. It might
I think
be a
that's what I... No, it's not. It's not. I think I have like a +4. I have a level 4, and it's 2 and then 1. I think it's just 2 and 2, or it might be 3 and 2.
I'm doing a scroll.
I remember mine gives me a 5, I think.
Yeah,
Wow.
it doesn't
Bracers of
stack
armor?
with armor. Bracers of armor is like mage armor.
No, it's it specifically is mage armor.
Mm-hmm.
Which is almost there. Doing a scroll. Mind blank, meld into stone. That saves you from manticores, kids. Heighten it to level 6, and it's a +4 with a +3 on saves. Or it's a +3 weapon, or it's a +3 armor, or a pink rhomboid eon stone.
All right.
Can I make a check to figure out what that is?
You can. I will quickly look.
No.
I have no
Me
idea.
as a player and me as a character doesn't know.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you. I've got it here. When you invest the stone, you gain 15 temporary hit points. If the stone is deactivated, you lose any temporary hit points until reactivated. The temporary hit points refresh during your daily prep. They do not refresh if you reinvest the stone or another pink rhomboid eon stone before then. The resonant power allows you to cast Stabilize as an innate divine cantrip. So not bad. That's the thing you can do.
All right.
I even have a wayfinder too, so.
Good.
All right. Armel's gonna say, I could definitely use a stronger magical short sword, but I think we should focus on equipping whoever has the least in our party. So, who has the least amount of magical equipment?
I have a
think
+1
we should-
ghost touch dagger, +2 scale mail, type 1 bag of holding, a lesser staff of healing, and a wand of searing light.
Okay.
I have +2 armor. I have braces of armor. I have
Braces of
wounded
armor don't
weapon
stack
check.
with your armor, Chewie. They're both item
don't?
bonuses.
They do not?
don't. No.
Uh-oh.
No, Chewie.
Oh! Got it. Hell, I
Keep
fixed
the
my
armor, it's better.
Yeah, the armor is better than bracers. What is your bracers of armor anyways? What level are they?
They give me a +5. I got like the highest amount of magic invested into that one with the item choices. Let me find it.
Well, shoot, I'll take your braces of armor. I have second level braces of armor, so.
Here you go. I hand you my +5 braces of armor that gives you a +4 in your saves.
Solid.
All right. Well, that's good.
Let me adjust my
Fourth
chat
level braces of armor.
in my character
Automil
sheet here.
has +2 hide armor, +2 short sword, +1 longbow, a master short sword, eyes of the eagle, doubling rings. Those are awesome.
Those are great. Yeah.
Boots of bounding and tracker's goggles.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't know what to get. I think the sword would be nice.
Yeah, that would effectively give him 2 +3 short swords.
Yeah.
But we also have to look at, what is the weakest link in our party, because, we want to shore up that.
How hardy are you, Nadia? Nadia? Or Nadia?
Yeah. What was the question?
How hardy are you? And how do I pronounce your name again?
Nadia. You had it right.
Nadia.
Okay.
I said I have the +2 scale mail. My AC is 27, touch is 25. I have toughness, so I have 107 hit points when I'm fully up.
Wow.
Okay. Nice. We've got a good healer.
No, we do.
We could get the... Do you have a staff of healing? We could get that for you.
I have a lesser staff of healing right now.
Now remember, did Tycho have a staff of healing?
Yes.
Then also you guys do.
Oh, then we have one. All right, that's solved.
The strict upside to these TPKs, you find everybody's crap.
Yeah.
Go again.
All right. Well, in that case,
See, strategy.
Sonia, if anyone needs them, Sonia had a wand of fireballs, a bag of holding, 2, and boots of bounding. Does Nydia have boots of bounding?
No, I don't have any footwear.
I would recommend taking those so you move 5 feet faster.
Yes.
Seems good.
Okay.
Just in case.
It's better to be fast.
Yeah, gotta go fast.
Sanic speed is the name of the game right now.
She also had the +2 bracers of armor.
That won't increase.
But the big thing is the wand of fireballs.
I don't have much.
Because it was.
I don't have much offensive. Can it be any magical weapon?
Yeah, +3 weapon of your choice.
I don't have much. I could go with a bow then.
Yeah.
I do have one. Any objections or any other ideas y'all have?
Can you use fireball?
Fireball
I don't
is
have
a
that
primal
as a spell, but I can.
You could have it as a spell of a day of rest. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well then, take the wand.
I take
8d6.
I take the wand, but I know what fire does to plants. So I'm like, last resort.
Bam! The wand of blasphemy.
All right. Now, okay. So you said you could use weapon. Okay. So are we all agreed on going with a weapon? Let's get that out of the way first.
That's fine with me. Whatever helps the party the most.
Okay. Who do you think's gonna be most in combat and thick of it?
Well, I will be. Don't worry about me. I have a +2 disrupting master hand wraps of mighty fists with the new rune attached to it with the cold, with the frost rune. So they're pretty freaking good.
And
yeah.
Do you do more melee or ranged?
Definitely more melee.
So much more melee.
Yeah, I get a +18 to hit. As long as I have key points, I have a +18 to hit because of key strike.
Yeah,
it's insane.
And I've got my bow, but I'm definitely focused around those short swords.
I did pick up the +1 crossbow that was on the ground. So I have that's my
Nice.
only range
Nice.
thing. So everything else is I plan on going right to the opponent with if they're too far, I won't be able to abundance step, but I have abundance step for, closing the distance if I absolutely need it. Stuff like
And
that.
my
Alright.
combat is range, running to cast a spell on you guys, run back out since I got elf step.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
with
then we
with
should
doubling
look
rings, you
to-
don't need to replace that master sword either. If I understand it correctly, you just have 2 + 3 short
That's
swords.
correct.
That's so good. That's
Yep.
amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's a good thing I found out that the Master Short Sword is a level 7 item, because it took me forever to find that.
Mm.
So then I would ask an idea. What does she usually do in combat? Because we can't overlook our healer.
Yes.
That'd be a bad idea.
Well, I have combat spells. I have the wand of
Searing Light, did
I
you
have
say?
I have the wand of searing light, and then I have a
Okay.
hand crossbow and the lesser staff of healing. I can use that in combat, and I also have a +1 ghost touch dagger.
Okay, what are her normal tactics? Does she usually like shoot and scoot, or cast a spell and shoot, or does she usually run in?
Well, unless I'm forced into melee, I'm going to be playing support and using my heals and channels and combat abilities.
All right. Well, since this by the way, this is a totally selfish request, just getting that out there. But since I like to focus on melee, Automil is going to say, well, I could use a shinier sword, since I like to run into the thick of it. But it's up to you guys. I want to make this a unanimous vote.
I honestly don't care. If we could use the thing for other things, I'd prefer that, to be honest.
Okay.
Like the getting
Uh,
allies. Like if we can use the treasure to finance a mercenary group or something along those lines, that's what I would prefer.
We had
Okay.
More mercenaries, the better.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely need help, because going up against a Night Herald encampment's going to be a lot harder than one dying
Yeah.
sea serpent.
Yeah. That guy was definitely on his last legs when you showed up.
So we'd have to RP it if we want allies.
Yeah. Like you would find someone here and then you have it and make checks.
Okay, do we have any idea how long that may take?
You do not. There hasn't been a whole lot of sight at anything.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It may take too long.
Rumors of a dragon in the area. There's got a couple of rocks in the northeasternish part of the map, and you guys know where the Night Heralds are camping now.
Okay. What day are we on?
18. You got 12 days left.
All right, then.
Actually, no, excuse me. You're on 1 day down, and then you're on 17, not 18. I had baked in the extra day for after going to tree jumping.
So we'll be able to heal up, renew our spells.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Well, each day we're moving, so
Yeah.
We have 13 days left. How many do you think we can afford to find allies?
I think.
I don't know how long it
I
takes
don't
to
know.
scribe scrolls, but I do have that ability to scribe scrolls if that helps in my off time while I'm waiting.
You guys don't really have a whole heck of a lot of downtime because you guys cover 3 squares in a day, but that's a day of hard riding and running.
Yeah.
I think we just need to cover more ground. For the mercenaries, I mean, that one, I guess you would send it to somebody else, but
We could hand it to our leader. She could find more people.
All right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Calorie is just she knows of the Nascent Kingdom to the north, and you guys can trade with them. That's all she knows. Most of her time is spent prepping what she can.
Can we get the Pathfinder Society heads up?
Calorie is not willing to do that because you want to join the Pathfinder Society, but you have, after the Lost Star, joined the Esoteric Order of the Palatine Eye, and it's very don't tell nobody about this because it's real bad.
Yeah.
Secret societies are fighting secret societies.
Yeah, that doesn't mesh well.
If the Pathfinder Society gets out and word spreads that bad things are happening, everything tips over.
Okay.
Do we know of a Pathfinder Society base though that they could just send some people, not like hire adventurers?
Not everything out here is
in that
pretty
town.
wild. You guys are in like the
shit.
northern parts of the River Kingdoms where it begins to go into
I think
like the stolen lands of Kingmaker. It's people are still settling out here.
the best thing would just to trade with the kingdom to save time.
Yeah.
In all honesty,
Sure.
that's my vote, is to trade with it.
Okay, and
Yeah,
then
well,
we'll then go out and see if we can find more allies somewhere in here.
Okay.
I can talk to the grass. They
You
can tell me
can.
where people's walked. Hi, grass. How was your day?
It's not bad. Hey, Pathfinder.
Someone
Grass.
stepped on me.
The grass here is doing good.
I had a bad dream about a lawnmower. As you
Oh
would.
no. I pat the grass. It's okay.
So, do we want to spend that day and take the stuff and get the thing? Or do
Yeah,
we-
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
want to
gonna
spend
do.
the day, but why don't we just send them and do the trade, and then when we come back, we'll get it.
That does give you guys more precious time to go explore.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of us actually, going there, why don't we just keep moving? We send out for the sword or whatever we're getting, and then we'll just
Yeah.
head. We'll keep exploring.
Okay.
It'll be
Sounds
I don't know
good.
how much time. So.
I've rolled a d4 and you guys see it, so
This
it's gonna be a few days.
this is staff of healing. Other staff of healing. Is it better than the lesser one that I have?
It's a lesser.
regular one.
Is it just another
It's
lesser
a
one?
lesser too. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if the abilities are usable multiple times, but
You can invest.
No, you can
more
only
than
invest
one.
one staff.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I
never
could-
mind. No, you can't. Fair enough.
You can't.
Apparently, you can only
Do we
invest
want
one
a
staff.
sword or do we want a bow?
Hmm?
The weapon.
I don't care. So it's
Oh,
up to you. It's
If
between
it's
you
for
two.
me, short sword.
1+3 short sword will arrive in 4
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, I'll give you the short sword.
All right. Thank you, brother.
12 squares from
Yeah.
now.
You're welcome, brother.
Where's our next move?
We could explore towards the north from the.
So we know
Like,
that the east side, where that's revealed, that's their camp. That's where they are right
Yes,
now.
That's where the Night Heralds are right now.
I
So
kinda don't wanna
how
get
about we
too
go
close.
north?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will uncover 1 hex. You guys cover 3 hexes in a day.
Yes.
You guys are. We'll just. Base camp's gonna move. Everyone remember where base camp is. That's the
I
deal
got it.
here now. So you
I got it
guys,
memorized.
it takes it's gonna take a lot of time to really explore these hexes. You can book through in a day, but you'd like to figure out if anything is here will require some looking around.
I mean, even on a plains area.
Yeah, because there's still hills and stuff.
I don't really want to spend a lot of time this close.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Kinda wanna get a little bit
Time
further.
crunch.
There's
So
a-
let's.
There's some sizable allies, I would think. So
Yeah.
What exactly are we looking for? What is the objective? We're still looking for the.
You guys know the Night Heralds are over there.
Yep.
And there's going to be a lunar eclipse soon where the Night Heralds are going to do bad things. They're also sitting on top of someone named Ramblock's former tower. There's probably more information about what's going on there, but also in too many days a bad thing will happen that probably spells your doom.
Yeah.
Kellery doesn't have enough mercenaries to outright attack, so you guys are exploring the stolen lands, trying to figure out, well, it's not the stolen lands. You're close to the stolen lands, trying to figure out, if there's anybody here who can help you. Maybe there's other things you can find. Certainly the 4 of you could just bum rush it. Probably wouldn't have been the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Short
That'd be
of
great.
like, well, there's a lot of people here who are really fast. Hit and run tactics are a thing that you could do.
Use the fireball wand and
Yeah.
back away. Let
Yeah.
up fireball wand, back
Yeah.
away.
Guerrilla tactics are good tactics.
8d6.
Well,
Mhm.
either way, I don't think this hex is where we want to go. So I'm assuming top and right.
It's
Yeah, top right side.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The day continues to pass. You guys can definitely tell you're skirting that forest. I will reveal a wee bit more. Because you guys can basically see all the hexes around you. Bam.
Okay.
Nothing jumps out at you as you move through. You guys book it through the plains, gentle rolling hills.
All right.
It looks like the next one looks like it's more hilly or sandy or something. They're just
Mhm.
different, changing color.
Yeah, it's like foothills of the mountains you can see off in the distance, up in like the top right corner of the map.
Should we go there and then,
Hmm.
look around? I guess.
Do we want to do that or
We could go to the forest.
actually?
Or we can go in the forest at this point.
I
Well,
can talk
or
to
keep
the chief
going.
there.
what I was thinking was just climb a tree on the edge of the forest and see if there's anything that sticks out from the canopy. How does that sound?
Yes, I like it.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Sure. Okay, make a perception check.
Alright.
Automil.
Okay.
Can we assist?
If you'd like to climb a tree, yeah, sure. You guys are also.
I would
Yeah.
love
I-
to climb a tree.
I won't
I am a
shoehorn the
monk.
climb check. You guys are
I
capable
am
of
a
climbing
monk.
trees.
All right.
All right,
I am
there's
a monk
22.
that has abilities.
That assists, I believe. All right, so that would make this now 17.
22 to 28. Okay, so there's not critical successes, but there's successes. You guys climb a tree and look around, and you guys can see off in the corner
Does
over here.
does that make that a 19 now?
You guys are two separate checks.
Oh, okay.
So over there in that square X, you can see.
Mine is 22.
Oh, I see ZM did it too. Good, well done, ZM. I'm just seeing elves throw dice. Welcome to Pathfinder.
Oh, I didn't know we were all. I didn't know we were all rolling.
You climbed a tree, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
As a monk, I'm climbing a tree. I'm climbing a tree.
The hex that I reveal over there, you guys can see, though it's like 30-ish miles from where you are, depending on which way you go, a couple of really big avian forms circling together. Aramil certainly, and ZM as well, can identify rocks without having to make checks. Birds as big as the sea serpent that you just killed. Pretty territorial. Usually they only come together to mate, and they're probably like flying around hunting, that kind of thing. Also, the trees you guys climb are particularly verdant. Very, very bright green leaves. Very, like, uncommonly big and healthy, and ZM would know, without making checks to shoehorn nature checks on a powerful druid, that there's probably a dryad nearby.
Well,
I have a big grin on my face.
yeah, let's go talk to the dryad.
Okay.
Siam, do you think we might be able to find allies?
I think there's a very powerful ally here. I'm saying it's the biggest grin you've ever seen.
Yeah, then
Oh,
think
got a
they'd be
grin.
against the Dominion of the Black if we can.
they would definitely be against them getting
Oh,
destroyed.
yes.
So
Accurate.
They
Most
would-
people are.
most
They would
people
want to
don't
nuke
want to. Yeah.
Okay.
So
They would want to nature nuke them.
So that means this is the 18th day as you guys move into that square, because that's 3 squares of movement. So you guys do have to camp.
Okay.
I will mark over here that you have 12 days left, and then the next day dawns. Nothing happens in the night. Make perception or survival checks. The forest is pretty thick.
I'm very perception based.
Survival.
I'm more survival.
A minute.
Oh.
There we go.
That 23 or 28, I can't really.
Oh, come on.
So it's ZM's
Wow.
got a 23. Everyone does succeed. Except Aramil who fumbles. Okay, so
Yeah.
here's what's going to happen. Here's a map to Tuleth's domain. It may look familiar to some of you. Bam! As you guys show up, it's not hard for the three of you to follow as the leaves get greener, basically, to track where a dryad might live. She, as you find her, is pretty upset, and she approaches all four of you and just, leave now. I tire of people in my woods.
What's wrong?
She doesn't answer.
If we leave, don't you think that you're going to end up dying just like the rest of the world?
She did not answer.
She doesn't know.
I have an ability called Glad Hand.
And you did immediately. Go ahead and make the diplomacy check. You have meta thing. It's got a -5 on it.
But then there's no negative for him to do it.
Correct.
Because then he can just do a minute of dialogue.
Yep, we just built a diplomancer for min-maxing for fun and profit. I'm very familiar with these.
Nice.
Make a diplomacy check, my man.
I'd glad hand on my fucking rogue.
I'm gonna roll it, and then we can just take
language.
Yeah. Poo-poo on you, Anthony. Eric lost connection. That's not good. I'm gonna throw a d20 at the board. Here we go.
I got an 18.
I don't see
it.
Oh.
-5, so I got a whatever.
So we're gonna go with I rolled a 17. You add stuff. It's enough.
Okay. Am I not here?
I hear you. We hear you.
I can hear you.
You disconnected. You disconnected in Fantasy Grounds. Anywho, so as this is going down, you guys will all recognize how this goes. Several large trees with two human-ish faces on their bark spring to life and surround you. ZM and Aramil definitely recognize tree ants. And then it's Nydia who raises her hand and just, please, wait. She relents. The tree ants stay where they are, right on top of you guys. What happens now?
Okay.
I see that you're not like the others. Bringing fire into my woods. In Sylvan, I assume Ziam speaks Sylvan. She assumes it as well.
So does Automil.
She nods her head and is close to a bow as the Fae will give a humanoid and just, welcome to the woods, brothers.
So what's going on?
I bow back.
Are we about to get killed?
The treants are just, they're ready to do a smash, but they're not smashing right now.
Automil will do a courtly bow.
Okay.
I bow as well, saying thank you.
I mimic the bow, I guess.
Okay.
I'll bow, but I'm not going to say thank you. I believe thank you is can be offensive to some Fae, so
makes sense. Forgive me again in Sylvan, mostly at ZM. Despite an idea of throwing dice, it's the druid that's relevant right now. Creatures have come through the woods. They've kept us all on edge. My guardians, she in the direction of the treants that stand ready to make you a fine paste. They protect me, but creatures come to the edge of our woods with axes. And, well, they know to be afraid of that which harms them.
I don't think any of us are carrying axes.
I'm not. So,
I mean, all I got now is a crossbow, which before then I had no weapons.
There is a threat in the forest, in this area, that threatens all living creatures.
Yes.
They are known as the Dominion of the Black. They seek an ancient write our ritual that deals with the eclipse coming. To unleash something or do something. We don't know what. We just know it's the Doomsday for all of us.
Make a diplomacy check.
We would love your assistance. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Come on, high rollers.
25?
25.
Does she count as a plant creature? If so, I get a +2.
She probably does. Actually, hang on. I will
she is.
check. She's technically a fae. I don't know if she's probably, of all the things, a dryad probably. Let's take a looky.
The tree ants are.
The tree ants are definitely trees. Yeah.
Yeah,
She does not count as a
God,
fae.
that sounds good.
Chaotic, fae, good, and medium. The tree ants sound like kind of boom, really loud, and that probably means good. But the dryad, I'm gonna close this map, and I'm going to grab the images and maps because this ended up getting deleted at some point. I'll reveal it on your map for you. It's right here. Somewhere to the south. That's where those that come with axes are from. Rid us of them, and we will aid you.
Alright.
Well,
I relay
sounds
that to the
doable.
party.
Yeah. All right.
That's...
Well.
You guys could reach there
Okay.
today.
Siam. What say you we go hunting?
Yes.
I mean, what she did say is rid us of them, therefore make them stop coming in with axes.
Yes.
We don't have to kill them. They can also join us and help us fight the
So I was
Dominion.
That's what I was going to suggest. Let's not assume enemies until we actually make them.
You make
You
a
know.
good point.
Let's make a win-win situation, not a
Speak
lose-lose.
softly and carry a big stick.
Yeah, accurate. Okay,
I don't
fair.
need to carry sticks. Sticks are for the weak.
Nah, yeah, level 1's done for you.
Speak softly, carry a big fist.
Carry a punches. Okay. So it takes you guys, if you go there, it takes you another day.
I'd like to head there.
You arrive close to the end of the day. It's not hard to find this. It is hard for me to remember to change tokens around because I forgot about this map. So Sonia's not here. Goodbye, Sonia. You died. Haha. Tycho's not here. Goodbye. Haha. Ethan's in Africa. Bless the
We
rings,
find
Robin.
all their twin brothers and sisters.
Instead, we've got an Aramil. We've got an idea who's already on the board. We've got a Ziam. Where are you? There are too many tokens in my token folder. We got a Ziam. We got an Ojitai who was on this board and then I deleted him. And now I'm putting him back.
I didn't die.
You didn't. You made it. So you guys, not like as you're moving through, before you even get close to this thing, you can see smoke wafting up from like somewhere up high, and then you turn a corner and there's an oversized longhouse with stone walls and a split lumber roof sitting on top of a rocky hill. As you guys approach, several tree trunks that have been sharpened into gigantic wooden spikes adorned with humanoid bones line the path. They also appear to have been scorched by fire and then like partially repaired.
I don't think these are allies.
So how would I pull up the map
Bad feeling about.
for this?
The map
Or is
will...
there a map?
That's
Soon there will be a map.
Oh, okay. I thought there was there.
There's
Not
definitely a
supposed to
map.
see
You
it.
don't see the map quite yet.
Okay.
I suggest
So
we all
the
go
house is
stealthy.
about-
I
Stealthily.
agree.
Yeah.
Okay. And that, if that's the case,
Mhm.
stealth checks are a thing.
Okay.
I don't.
I don't-
Uh, Automil is going to speed along because he has swift stealth.
Gotcha.
Oh darn! I only go to half my speed in stealth. Oh, that's still 20.
Yeah.
Oh no! Whatever will you do?
23, 25, 23. Nadia, what you got?
I was wondering whether I should walk up while everybody else is stealthing and announce my presence?
You certainly can.
Okay,
I don't want him to be too far away. I want him close enough where I can get to him within a stride. Just want to point that out before anything goes on.
I understand.
Okay.
So you guys definitely can tell. Go ahead, Eric.
I was going to walk up saying that I come in peace.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah, peaceful people have skeletons that are burned and on pikes. Yeah,
with Nydia distracting.
You've got backup.
With Nydia distracting, it's enough for Ojutai's DM and Aramil, all three, because there's no line of effect blocker at some point, except for now Nydia riding up.
What the heck are those?
You say what you say.
That's
they don't understand and attempt to respond. Do you speak Eobarian?
The heck is Eobarian?
Exactly.
I've never
I
heard
think that
of that
answers the
before.
question.
I don't even know what Obarian is.
Then you don't understand them. You see them lower pretty big spears in your direction, and they're not talking nice. They don't attack yet. Your horse
Good luck,
is upset.
cleric.
How big are
I say
they?
that out of character.
They're
Do we
large.
see them?
You guys saw them for a while. Yeah, one big eye in the center of a face, standing about like 15 feet tall.
Are they on like a cliff?
Yeah, they're standing on like little like sentry posts down. Nydia is within both of their threat ranges right now.
Okay. How
Nydia's horse.
how tall is that cliff? Because I need to know for my own purposes.
Fair. The cliff is each, we'll say 15 feet. We'll get you to. You guys can see at the top of that cliff. There's a longhouse.
Oh, they have a 20-foot reach.
They can reach Nydia, not you.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they're 15 feet above in the air and they're able to reach Nydia and she's there, wouldn't that be?
They're not as high up. They're not as high up. There's an extra 5 feet, and they have reach weapons.
Gotcha. I need to know for my abundant steps so I can actually get to them without, climbing.
Fair.
All you, Nydia.
The floor is indeed yours.
Yeah. Okay. I know I didn't understand their language.
Do you have comprehend languages?
No, it's not even on my list. I can cycle through. I can try to put my hands away from my any weapons or anything, and I'll cycle through my Elvish and common, saying, "I mean you no harm. I come in peace."
Okay. Make a diplomacy check.
Watch this. Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
That's very nice.
Despite the language barrier, they seem to get it. And actually, really quick. Actually, there's not an opposed perception roll. Everybody beat their perception DCs, I bet. Let me double check that before we go any farther. I forget that's the thing I have to worry about.
When they only have one eye.
That might be a really good one. You don't know. I don't either.
Yeah.
Well, my perception.
What you do know is their depth perception has got to be off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means that, oh, look, it's going to try to attack me with the spear. Where was that spear going?
Man, his perception DC is 22, and there's a bunch of 23s down there. Ooh, ooh. Oh, wait, you know, actually, what that means is...
oh, he saw me.
Gallandel was spotted. Or, Gallandel. I just put both your names together. No, that was your last name. Aramil was spotted, and thus they're looking in that direction and would see all three of you. They don't get hostile. Do you three have any means of understanding the language they're speaking?
Are those doors open?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to... Okay, this is going to be a last-ditch effort. And it's either going to blow up my face or it's going to help. I am going to do a conical heal straight in front of me.
Okay.
A 3-round heal.
Okay.
Or a 3-action heal. Just woof.
Make a... I want there to be some kind of check involved. Because it's a good thing. They're hurt. They like it. But then they see people are backing off. Make a diplomacy check.
Okay. Please don't fumble.
That's where you're at, yeah.
Oh crap! Where'd I go? Way over there. Do I have to roll? I guess I have to roll that one again, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, stay on the little board. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Well, you adopted by halflings? You can reroll, potentially?
Oh no.
Okay, so now I have to figure out how I want to flavor that.
It's that drow blood.
Actually, here's what we're gonna do. There's not enough board to properly demonstrate this. But here's what happens. What happens is Nydia casts out the healing. The healing is good. The Cyclopses all begin moving out into their final position is irrelevant because you guys are going to get full 3 strides back before they're able to act. And then Aramil and Ojutai both hear the sounds of something above them 45 times 3 squares in a diagonal line. So it's going to be awkward. We don't have enough board. Things are weird.
135.
Thank you. You guys look up. I really don't like the art that they used for this, but it is what it is. It doesn't take a perception check to identify a red dragon. You guys know what a red dragon is.
That's where the fire was from.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
It's going to attack as well. We're going to have a huge
guys, mess. If we kill it, they may like us.
Yeah.
It's a little bigger than that.
About that.
It's way off the board over here where Ojutai and Aramil are, but it's going to sit on the board where it is now to be easy.
Okay.
Perception checks all around.
Is this for
Combat
initiative?
perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
Is this for initiative?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually get a +1 to this.
Same here. It's a great feat.
Crit.
Good for Zion.
Ooh.
Yeah, mine's a 26 on a 25 because I have intense initiative.
Got it.
What is up with my Darsh?
Oh
man!
Man.
Orange Jesus doesn't like you.
Oh, nope.
Oh.
No, it don't. A 24 from Aramil. A natural 1 from Nydia.
Again. Twice in a row.
Again.
That was twice in a row.
Twice in a row. It's bad.
It feels like trying to pull the guy up the cliff again.
What are the odds?
1 in 400.
Yep.
And this is en masse for the Cyclopses because I'm not rolling it that many times. They're all going to move at once, and they don't have the best initiative. They don't do bad.
Oh.
And then the dragon has that number. The dragon is booking it. Okay, there we go. So we've got that number for the Cyclopses. And then the dragon rolled an 18 and adds just a bunch. It's not trying to hide, it's trying to eat food. Young red dragon, wherefore art thou? I do not like how the dragons are organized in this book.
At least it's young.
Yeah, it's not an ancient one. We're being nice. We're being kind.
If it was ancient, we would have no chance.
It is going first.
If
I'm
it's
gonna
ancient, it'd be retreat.
Happy
The death of the
birthday,
one is
dude.
on my side.
After Chewie. Chewie's going first. Chewie's top of the initiative with a crit. Chewie gets...
Okay.
Because you get a natural 20, you get one extra action. I'll say that.
Okay.
The dragon's about 20 feet in the air as initiative starts. It's real far away. It's basically right on top of Ojutai and Arabelle.
What size category would I be able to think this is?
It's probably large. It looks about the size of the Cyclopses.
Okay. I look at Ojutai and I said, "You want to punch it in its face?"
Yeah.
I cast Enlarged Person, which I have at a higher spell slot, which makes you a category huge creature.
So let's remember that you might be too far away to do that. I need to check the range on a large person, because there are 3 move actions away from the board.
I have
I
no.
have Elf Step, which lets me double step.
So you would be able to move 10 feet. They are...
Okay.
They're not within 30 feet of you. So you could move 45 feet and they would be 90 feet. So they'd be
Okay.
out of range for a 2-action casting.
So even, what if I, so I can't run and then cast it?
You could stride twice, move 90 feet, because you have an extra action. You could move.
Yeah.
I'm doing math. You still would be out of range. You'd be 15 feet off, because it's 2 actions to cast it.
Darn it.
Okay.
I run as close as I can to them.
Okay, that would leave
Like
you with
3
1 action.
actions.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I take my bow and I fire at it.
All right, make it happen.
Okay. Where's the weapons? Oh yeah, weapons at the bottom.
Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you in a second. Possibly, maybe. I'm in a different looking at things. I really don't like the way this is organized. It probably misses. I'm gonna assume that's a fumble. Or not, it might be a fumble. There's a lot of scrolling to get down to a red dragon. It's a total of 20. That's a white dragon. There's too much scrolling. I hate how these are organized. It doesn't fumble, but it doesn't hit. Okay, fair enough. It gets close. You probably hit the dragon itself, but it just kind of pings off its scales. And now it's its turn. I need all 3 of you to make will saves.
Oh no.
Will save.
Will saves. It's a one might say frightful.
Will we save?
Will you?
Oh, come on.
Both of those fail, but don't fumble. Ojutai passes. I think, right? Frightful Presence is DC. Yeah, Ojutai doesn't crit succeed, but does pass. So this thing roars out. Does anybody speak Draconic?
No.
No.
It says
Sonya did.
Fus Roda really loud. It doesn't say Fus Roda. I can do better than that. It just roars in Draconic. And let's see if anything happens on a successful save. Oh my god. I do not like how this is organized.
I'm sorry, everyone, in advance.
Okay, so on a
You can come back and get my
success,
armor.
Ojutai is frightened 1.
It happens.
On a failure... Okay, so everybody who failed is frightened 2. Ojutai is frightened 1.
Okay.
What's
that do?
It's a minus on... I think it's just shaken, basically.
Okay, it's like a -2 to
Okay.
everything.
Yeah, it's minus like... Hang on.
Okay.
Conditions... Frightened. You're gripped by fear and struggle to do. You take a conditional penalty equal to this value to checks and saving throws. So not as bad as it used to be. And now that we're done with Frightful Presence, this thing is going to attempt its breath weapon at you three. It throws its head back and down, and a gout of fire overcomes the three of you. I'm sure that's still a reflex save. With a -2 from a couple of you and a -1 from Ojitai.
Okay.
-1 on that. But I'm pretty sure I crit. Unless that's an insane
25.
high DC.
So all
27.
all three of you, Ojitai passes but doesn't crit. With a -2, Aramil is the only failure.
That's with the -2.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Is the -2 on Xian as well?
I don't know how to do that, so it's a 25.
I see. Well, then that's... You guys meet the DC, so you guys are going to take...
Alright.
Everybody takes half.
Evasion.
Except for you. Oh, so half of this. I'll let you guys do the math. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, that's so fascinating to watch. There we go. So 20 damage.
Whoa,
25 damage.
Oh, that's easy damage to divide.
For its last action, it's going to stride down. Now that map is relevant for you guys. It lands where that's organized there.
Ooh.
And it goes now to Ojitai, whose frightened condition at the top of his turn ticks down from 1 to 0.
Okay.
Okay, so my frighten is now 0.
Great. You get it.
And then how far he is that far away?
The
then?
board is now relevant, just it's not relevant to the rest of the board over here.
Okay, so he is right next to us on the ground?
Yeah.
Alright. Is he large or huge? Because it looks like he's taking up a huge size. That's what I'm trying to...
Yeah, he's large. It's awkward to, like, I'm just holding down control and mouse wheeling to size it. And he came out bigger. There.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Because I flanking and all that fun
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Makes sense. He was kind of like large and a half a second ago.
Alrighty then. How do I want to do this? I want to kill him.
Fair.
Because it's fun. But unfortunately, it looks like I have to stride there. So we'll go into Dragon Stance.
Okay.
And then we'll Flurry of Blows him.
So it's awkward, but you wouldn't need to step. You're within his range now. You could attack him from there.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Well, then that means I would have another action, maybe. Let's see. Bam and bam. Do both of those hit?
Both of those hit.
Good. Then therefore, this is again upped. I should put this on the thing. How do I click get more D12s?
Pick it up, and while you're holding
Right-click.
it, right-click a bunch. It'll make a geometry. It's pretty fascinating.
Ah, there we go. All right, so this is the D12s.
Okay.
That all goes through from DR. Then you add add 8 to that, and then I have 2d6 of cold.
Okay. It doesn't
Right.
like the cold. The cold hits, and its skin
Whoa.
freezes. Steam comes off. It roars out in Draconic. Definitely took a lot more than...
Nice.
So,
Nice.
got it. Damage is assigned. You have one more action.
I do. I'm looking up Key Blast real quick to see how much that does. Yeah, that's situated, but and I had to look up Frightened, so then I was out of zone.
Fortunately, maybe I'll get there faster. I don't like that it's in spells. That's weird. Blast or strike?
It takes 2. Never mind.
Fair enough.
Then I will just attempt to hit it one more time in Dragon Stance.
Okay.
That's with my minus. Yeah,
And that hits.
that's all correct.
You got him.
All right.
Nice.
Well, this time, unfortunately, it's just regular damage. Oh, darn.
No darn.
Oh, and the cold.
The cold is bad.
Oh, what will you do?
There we go. There.
I didn't give you the cold to fight
Nice.
this. I gave it to you because it's relevant to the name of the character. Had it been Dak Vest, you'd steal things and also be a necromancer. It'd be weird. Okay, so you just kind of like this thing bathes you with fire and it's pop, pop, pop. It recoils back, roaring, and I think it's ZM next now, isn't it? No, that's not ZM. It's RML. RML's frightened condition goes down from 2 to 1.
All right. Ottermill will spend an action to hunt target on this.
Okay.
Then gonna stride here to flank it.
Okay. I will. You're striding. I'll use my reaction. But I think I'd better. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
one's
28 AC.
Alrighty. Opportune bite. I add. Where's my bite? How do I bite things? That's a 37, or not 37. That's a 33 rather to hit. So I hit but don't crit.
That hits.
So that's this many fire damage. 10 fire damage plus
Okay.
12 plus that. That didn't roll. Boo on you. There we go. So a total of 30 damage, 10 of its fire. As you try to move around this thing, it lashes out with its mouth and bites into you. Its saliva is hot. Like, to the touch, it burns your skin.
Oh, it's on, dragon.
It
Okay,
doesn't seem to understand.
Quick draw and slice with a short sword. Now does it take the -2 for flanking?
Yes.
All right.
No uncanny dodge here.
a dragon with uncanny dodge. That would be interesting.
It's got barbarian levels.
20. Oh, come on.
That
22.
Bounces off his scales.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
Okay. In that case, I think it's the Cyclopses, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. The Cyclopses see the dragon and
See us fighting the dragon.
and it's far away, and they don't have to worry about it. So what they're gonna do is they all move inside and shut the door, but not before. Two of them are gonna use one action.
Of course.
Oh, no.
So I have a 12 and a 5. The 5 is sad. The 5 might be an idea's saving grace. We'll see. This is an athletics check over your reflex DC. I would like to pull you out of the saddle. Oh, that's my acrobatics, excuse me. So then I have a 24 over an idea's reflex DC.
Okay, so
As if you rolled a 10.
As if I'd rolled a 10?
On a reflex save, yeah, that's your DC.
Okay, so I don't actually roll the...
Correct. Reflex save
Okay.
plus 10, as if you'd rolled a 10.
Okay, that'd be 22.
Okay. In that case, oh man, that means I can't fumble. One of them fails, but the other succeeds and picks you up and takes you inside.
Unless the fumble messes up the other one.
It didn't fumble. It didn't fumble. I got an 18. Because of Nydia's fumble, this startles her horse. The horse runs off into the countryside. They're gonna. What do I want to do with you?
They liked her. They're gonna save her.
They're gonna put her.
Yeah.
They want to protect her. They're all necromancers. Protect you by being a zombie. This one moves you over towards the fire. Oh, I didn't uncover all the house. Excusez-moi. Whoop, whoop, go back there. It doesn't set you down, but it moves you in that direction. They're all speaking that language that you don't recognize. And now it's on you.
Guys, what's for dinner?
Cleric. That word translates. What's the idea you got?
3, 4, 5. So, why am I counting 1, 5, 10, 15, I have to be able to see where I can cast.
That's fair.
I need line of sight, don't I? So I can't cast actually something outside the building.
Yeah, the building blocks line of effect, and you are grabbed. So there is definitely a flat check there.
Okay. I'm good. What can I do? There's not a whole lot I can do here.
You can make a perception check. We won't call it 1, 2, 3. Make a perception check. Okay, so the whole place is built like size and a half to you. You could sit in the chairs, but it certainly would be a little too big, as if these guys had just like hastily constructed the thing. The style of construction is entirely foreign to you. It doesn't really seem like anyone is super in charge. They're all just like, basically, looks like they're just huddling in here afraid of that dragon. All of the doors on the board are open.
All the doors. So I cannot see that dragon from where I'm at. Because there's no way to see it.
You have no line of effect to it, yeah.
But I can see out the door.
Yeah, you can see out like the front door.
Okay, I am. So they're very scared at the moment, correct?
Yeah, they're all freaking out. This one's a little more with poise, moving you in the direction of the fire. The Smilodon, it just kind of hangs out. It doesn't understand that there's a bad thing happening. It understands that people are upset, and it's looking at it, but at them rather, but it doesn't do anything.
Okay. What does this do? Let's see if I can do this.
What's the Smilodon?
A saber-tooth tiger.
Okay.
Also a dire tiger.
Also a dire tiger. Many things. All right, my man, I know this is a hairy situation,
okay,
but combat turns have got to be fast.
Okay, yeah, am I able to cast anything in the position I'm in?
There would be a DC 5 flat check, but yes.
Okay. So ones that are... Is the one that's holding me look freaked out as well?
He's a little more in control, but yeah, they're all scared.
Do they have the frightened one condition then?
They do not.
That's what I'm wondering.
The house blocks line of effect.
Oh.
And also it only extends out to 90 feet, so...
I get that, but if they're all frightened, I mean, they're all frightened, right?
They don't have the condition. Stop complaining.
I'm just wondering. I mean,
they're not frightened; they're scared.
Yeah.
There's a
Got it. You know what I mean?
Command would be lingual. It'd be language dependent. They'd have to understand what I was saying.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta make a call.
Okay, I'm going to try to where I think I can hit the most of them. How far does this go? This goes out 120 feet, 10 round burst. I'm going to... This doesn't click this doesn't go poof like the other one, so I can't direct where I'm actually trying to do it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a 10-foot burst of calm emotions.
Okay, roll a d20.
Okay, just a straight d20.
Yeah.
Yep, no modifiers. Flat check.
Just trying to
5.
get.
You crit.
Okay.
Nat
20.
20.
The spell resolves. How? Everybody calms down within a 10-foot burst of you. So that's just the Cyclops that's carrying you towards the fire. Well, no, you can direct it. Excuse me. You can. Where do you want it to resolve?
I was trying to hit where I could hit the most overlapping.
Okay, so it's probably like right there. Okay, so these.
Yeah, I can't point in this game, so
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this format, so I have no idea how to. So, like, I guess somewhere like at the end of the table where I can hit like multiples of them.
Okay. These three here probably. They stop panicking as hard as they are. Nothing happens right now, but they look a little more in control of themselves during the crisis than they were before.
Okay.
And that was 2 actions.
Okay, I'm going to use my last action to try to communicate to the one that is holding me that I want to go help. I want to go fight the dragon.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to try to mime this. However, I
Fair
can
enough.
figure it out.
It's a diplomacy check.
You point yourself and point at the dragon.
Me. Dragon. Ah! Everyone's panicking again.
Stab.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
Okay, yeah, that's basically what happens. You point at yourself, you try to your arms are free because you had to have them free to cast, and you kind of flap and it just kind of the slobber from the Cyclops as it screams an Iobarian washes over your face as it doesn't let you go and continues to move in the direction of the fire. And now it's Siam's turn.
Oh, man. I've seen the Odyssey.
I'd like to cast Enlarged Person on Ojatai.
Now you may.
Make him a huge category.
Okay. He's a big boy.
You get a +4 to attack, and you get a 10-foot reach.
I get what to attack?
+4.
A +4 and a 10-foot reach.
You are now also bigger
Nice.
than the dragon is.
That was the plan. And now I want to shoot
Grapple him.
the dragon.
Well, I didn't do grapple.
Oh. I was gonna say, put him in a headlock.
Yeah.
That is, holy smoke.
Good enough right there. That's huge.
Still in dragon stance, so.
What could
My
happen on
attack.
a natural one? You're firing a longbow.
Oh.
+4 to attack.
What can I do to enlarge person on a fumble? How does that work? Are you concentrating on it? You're probably
No, that was
not.
to the. No, I cast the spell, which in that attack was for the longbow. My
I
attack.
understand.
action.
I understand. I do.
Does
Okay,
it
I was-
increase my strength at all by any chance? How does that work?
Attack. Hang on, let me look up the spell.
It's
I got
your conditional bonus to melee damage is +4. You're sluggish
Okay.
1, so your AC is down by 1. It's enlarged person. It works basically exactly the same way.
Yeah, but enlarged person didn't usually make you huge.
It does when you heighten it.
Mine's heightened.
Yeah.
Yep, I got that.
So
I just don't know.
There's no concentration.
wanna-
He can't end he isn't concentrating on it. It doesn't end now. It provokes from the dragon. We'll do that. I get an extra reaction. I'm using it to bite at you.
Yeah.
Well, the 5 is what you wanted me to roll. I really hate trying to find this dragon. Red dragon. Oh, it's spread over 2 pages too. I think it's a 31. I had 20. It's a 25 to hit.
Okay.
Okay,
It says
25.
reach increases by 10 feet, which should mean that my feet, it's 15 feet now,
Mhm.
right?
That's
Yeah.
probably right.
Okay.
So it got a 25 in total.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly my armor class.
Alrighty.
Does it hit with that, or
It
still
does.
misses?
It is.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Just made it.
So that's 34 damage. 11 of it is fire.
Okay.
And now it's its turn, I think. Yeah, it's not doing the best. It's not happy. It's gonna use one action to stride my half of my fly speed because I'm flying straight up, and I imagine that's still a thing.
I will go ahead and take my attack of opportunity then.
Sure. It goes 60 feet up in the air. And the force be with you.
Dragon strike. Hey, how does that work?
That's a critical hit.
Oh.
Okay. There
And
it
remember,
is.
you get a +1 damage.
Yeah, it's +8.
Yep.
is what I'm doing.
I am writing some stuff real quick so that this is all done right. All right, the D6 in here is the.
It's 2d6
Is
plus
that-
20.
Yeah.
Well, 2d6 plus 10.
there. Plus that, and then that.
Okay.
That's for the crit.
I need you to flavor that kill.
Nice.
At least
Well, as
somebody's
it's trying to
doing something.
lift, since I'm so big, I take both hands up and I just, as it's trying to lift itself up, I just smash its face straight
Nice.
down.
And it goes
Into
to
the ground.
dying 2 on the ground. Just in time for it to be your turn. What would you like to do, Ojutai?
How long am I enlarged?
A minute.
Is that a minute?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to move directly to the front door then.
Okay. So
I don't.
so 3 move actions would put you, because it doesn't increase your speed. It doesn't increase your
then
speed, so it puts you on the board right where you are now relative to the
Then
actual
that's what I do.
Okay, understood.
I just book it. So
All right, Armel, what you
Are
got?
you holding the dragon?
what?
Are you holding the dragon?
I mean, dragon's already down. You guys want to finish it off?
Yeah.
That's on you. I gotta save the
I'll
cleric.
finish it off.
Cleric needs saving.
I need to save the cleric.
Okay,
now.
what's Armel got?
Quick draw with the other swords. Now they're both +2s, and sneak attack.
Okay, roll the hit.
Do you need to roll to hit?
You do. There's no coup de grace. He could fumble. Or he could just outright miss. It has a -6. And it's certainly...
That's it?
Yeah, it just has the penalty for being unconscious.
Wow.
Still gotta make that strike.
Okay, well, I'm flanking
It's
still,
unconscious.
so-
What's probably actually happened is it's twitching on the ground and is able to dodge.
Yeah, I don't
Except for
wanna
the
do
fact that doesn't crit him, but it hits him. And without no need to roll damage, his dying worsens from 2 to 3.
Okay.
So glad I have attack of opportunity.
Well,
Relevant.
that second action was a twin takedown, so
Okay, understood.
now it's okay. So it's going to be at a -3. So total will be +15.
That
And that's
hits.
22.
And it dies.
All right.
Dragon is slain. You stab down into this thing.
I'm running around like a
And
dragon
then-
too. So
Gonna use
Go up to the door and
his
just point.
last action to do a 45-foot stride in the same direction Ojutai was going.
Okay. Then it's on the Cyclopses. They do see that happening, so that does end combat. The door is open. The 3 of them are
Okay.
calm enough to look out, and well, obviously, the dragon probably is loud when its neck is broken by Big Man. Blah, down into it.
And now he's twice their size.
Initiative is turned off. Giant Ojutai is still giant as he makes his way up.
yeah, I'm going walking right to the door at least. I'm
The
not-
Cyclops sets an idea down where she is. They all... I guess I need to go slower in case someone wants to crap their pants. The Cyclopses would like to move out. Do you want to do something about that?
I'll allow it,
All right.
especially since I'm this size.
They move past you and move over to the dragon, and they... oh, you moved! Congratulations! And move over to the dragon.
I didn't touch it.
I know, I moved it myself.
Okay.
All 9 of these Cyclopses drag in the dragon and set it on this table and set about skinning it.
They're taking
Okay.
our kill. That is ridiculous.
Let's just let it happen.
Yeah.
But how are we going to convince these guys to not go back into the forest?
Could I use society?
I don't know.
You could use a society check, yeah.
I'm trying to figure a way to communicate with them.
Okay.
Can I identify them in some way?
Yeah, I mean, you guys all know Cyclopses for sure at this point. Okay. With a society check, they're obviously not from here. You guys probably at least kind of recognize Iobarian, which is the language spoken just like due northeast of where you guys are right now. A long, long time ago in Pathfinder's history, the Cyclopses were a lot more powerful than they are now, not in terms of stats, but in terms of like empires. Present day, those empires have fallen on their haunches, and they kind of just live in squalor in Iobaria. These have come here for some reason. At some point, they probably crossed that dragon. Now the dragon's dead, they don't seem super hostile. They probably weren't that hostile in the first place. They were just afraid. And then things started happening that they weren't in control of, so they started reacting to it. As far as how to speak to them, yeah, Iobarian is the language they seem to speak, though they might know Giant. Excuse me, they might know Jotun, which is now the language of giants in Pathfinder.
Like Jotunheim?
Yes.
Well, from Army.
Okay. Yep.
Language is so much more dependent now and so much harder to come across.
It is. It really is. That's why I've decided these guys don't speak Common. They speak Iobarian because they're not from here.
Yeah, I do not like that. That is something I do not like.
I think it's sweet.
The language barriers just makes it so difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I do understand all adventurers coming out as multilingual is insane.
Yeah.
But, you got to have, in my opinion, the language barrier is, you don't want it to be that huge, that insurmountable, that you have to have somebody that can comprehend languages.
It's not even on my skill list that I've...
Exactly.
I do think it makes Tongue of the Sun and Moon a lot more powerful.
Yeah, it does.
Do you have that?
Not until
not
way later from what I remember. Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
I mean, so early levels, it makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, that was a call I made at the last second. I was like, these guys are going to speak Iobarian. They're not from here. They have no business speaking Common.
Yeah.
But they
Does anyone speak Iobarian?
That's what's going to end up getting them killed if they don't speak a language and they run around killing and skinning things and putting pikes out in front. They're going to get killed.
Yeah.
Not being able to speak the language of the area.
But I don't know what the skill check would be for it. I would like to mime to them, basically hand gestures and other stuff like that to communicate.
Okay. As you do that, a minute has passed.
Yeah, I figured out. I mean, as soon as they went out and grabbed the dragon, it was going to be a minute.
yeah, that's fair.
That wasn't going to take them, less than a minute, really.
Mm-hmm.
Even as big as they are.
And
so Armel has to be in the longhouse.
Okay.
Or damn it, not Armel. Ziam. I'm gonna screw that up forever. Chewie has to be in the longhouse.
They already know I'm here, so
we're brothers. We look alike.
Yeah, no, you're in the longhouse. You actually kind of do. When it's super zoomed out, you look really similar. Zoomed in, there's an obvious difference, but way getting bigger. way back.
Small.
Okay. Where's that check?
What do I roll, though?
A diplomacy check.
Okay, that's what I didn't know.
There's just an egg on it, because you guys can't speak a language. Okay, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to communicate to them that you need to not hurt the forest, and the forest will not hurt you.
Okay, that's a little much to communicate.
Okay.
Trees.
So no.
How about
trees?
How about the enemies?
Oh yeah, that would be easier. I say I mime is there a mime symbol for death? And we need to stop it?
Yeah, you can probably figure something out. Death. Bad. They think you want to kill them.
The one that controls the dragons, basically. We can lie. I mean, we don't know, but
It's hard. It's real impossible to lie. Well, it's not impossible to lie with pantomiming.
Well, for RP purposes, I could get a stick and draw on the dirt.
That's probably honestly the best way to do it because they understand how pictures work.
Helpful.
Yeah.
I put like dragon and then a line pointing to crown, and then us and then them attacking the crown, crushing it basically.
Okay.
So kill King Dragon.
They nod. They say something in a language you don't recognize. Well, you recognize Iberian. They say something in Iberian and you don't recognize it. But you think they'll follow you. You think when it's time to call on them, they'll be there. And you have gained some stuff have happened. Okay.
Good job.
It's actually a good thing the dragon came out.
Yeah. I didn't know how strong it was. And like dragons you expect to be like really powerful. And you guys took out really fast. Yeah, right? The level disparity is huge in this game.
When you said dragon, I thought it was going to be, oh no,
I am a little disappointed.
I thought we were dead.
I thought you were too. I really did. Okay.
Hey,
why does it not tell me
why
how
don't
many...
you come over this way?
Yeah, away from the cooking pot.
Yeah, away from where they were about to throw you.
Don't ask them what's for dinner.
Well, it's going to be dragon now. I'm staying around for dinner too. It's about time to camp.
It is.
I'm staying around for
to
some
rest.
dragon dinner.
You guys have earned 2 ally points by getting the Cyclops. Now, again, it's real hard to communicate to them that don't cut down the Dryads stuff. But, like, go here, fight this is pretty easy. So it's 2 ally points. The Cyclopses will help you.
Okay.
Will the dryads help us though? That is also a question. I mean,
you assume probably, assuming you can get a treaty. The Ents can indeed go to war.
Yeah. Just takes forever.
Do these guys follow a religion?
Not that you can see. With
2 ally points from these guys.
The cleric would know that like a Cyclops is definitely. Giants as a whole actually have their own separate pantheon. Kind of varying based on the giants. Like, for example, the Storm Giants specifically worship... It's called, like, Ayum, which is their name for the male aspect of Gozra. Fire Giants worship a god not unlike like the Druger of, like, fire and slavery. It's known as Zersvater. Etc., etc. These guys particularly, it's hard to say.
Okay. I'm just wondering, because that was my one ability, a student of the canon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maths or religion. I'm afraid to roll a
Master
diplomacy
medicine
again.
and acrobatics.
Yeah.
Well, if no more checks are thrown at the table, unless the idea has a thing.
Well, I'm going to eat dragons.
If they understood that the dragon and such, can you, since you seem to be communicating with them, are you able to continue that with the tree's node death?
I could do that, and I can summon a dryad with my nature's call.
And just specifically summon that dryad. You!
Yeah. Talk.
What do you... I say... But would I know that if they could cast the spell comprehend languages, or at least understand more?
That's fair. I will look at the bestiary. A dryad does stuff. It has a lot of spells, probably. I'm looking. It can cast Speak with Plants, Tree Stride, Suggestion, Charm, and Sleep. with tree-shaped Tanglefoot and Entangle at will. Nothing along the lines of talking.
Darn it.
Man, summoning a Dryad is so bad. Why would... Because Triads are tree-dependent. You'd fall from grace.
Yeah.
A Leaf Order Druid would fall on the spot if you just, like, call a Dryad. Because it's like pulling a human and throwing him in water. Or, like, calling an octopus on the land.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
It does?
It wouldn't kill it, but yeah, it's...
It'd be really unhappy.
Dryad must remain within 300 feet of the single enormous tree to which it is bonded, or it becomes sick 1 and is unable to recover. It's a DC 17 fort save every hour. Of course, it'd just be sick 1, but you're torturing the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sick
so
becomes
that's not a good idea.
drained, and eventually the drain would kill it. But...
Okay, I draw this. I draw Dryad, and I put like no, like the whole cancel like no, and then kill. It won't kill you.
Okay.
You know, then.
I hear you.
Trees are friends.
They don't really understand. They probably haven't actually. They probably haven't seen the Dryad itself so much as they've just like gone to the borders of the forest and cut the stuff. They don't. They just kind of look at you perplexed.
Okay, then I will write. I will put me, you. Then I put so like where good tree cut and where bad tree cut.
Okay. Make a nature check. We're gonna teach them all about conservation with pictures. I guess is what's happening right now. Okay, sure. Just don't roll bad. Oh, you mean cut every tree in the world?
No.
It's definitely a fumble.
That's not what we said.
They look around and they understand you.
Dear Lord.
Don't metagame.
Oh, no.
They understand you.
Yep. It was better if we didn't try to explain that to him.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. He could have passed it. He could have. That save wasn't that hard. The fumble was close.
I said, Nadia, can you help communicate? You seem to
I
talk to the Dryad well.
Because again, that's a little metagamey. You write it, they understand you.
Okay, gotcha.
Can I try to aid him in?
You may not, because you don't think he did it badly.
They seem to get it.
Why are you saying that? They understand. They understand not to cut the trees. I don't know what you're talking about. They totally understand not to cut the trees.
They understand how conservation works.
Oh, I do
Mills gonna look at Simon and say, "Well done, brother. You taught them a very important lesson about trees."
Okay. Yes. Now I would like to cast a spell before we head in for the night.
Okay.
I'm just like, it's a tree, so.
Which is Animal Messenger, where I can send a mental image on note to an animal and have it send it to somebody I want to send it to base camp.
All right.
And we got these guys as allies.
Sure, that's the thing we can do. Let me look at the range of the spell.
Cool.
Because I have no idea. I've had that spell so many times, and there's always been a wizard with teleport to just show me up. Animal Messenger. How far can we send that messenger?
Yep. Oh. It looks like 120 feet.
Oh, that'd be just yell at the person. What? Hey, we got friends. I'll send my squirrel to tell you. And off it goes. It's got to be. Yeah, no, you can't. You can't. There's no range. It's a range of target the animal.
Oh, okay.
So if there's no tiny wild animals within 120 feet, the spell's lost. But you certainly can call down like a bird.
I send the bird off to home base.
To tell them
my
that
friend.
Allies exist.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. You guys stay the night. You definitively know what red dragon tastes like. The Smilodon is It's bigger than a lot of you, but it's pretty well trained, and the Cyclopses aren't mad at you, so it's perfectly content to come up and like boop you with a head that's as big as like your head to chest. It's a little scary, maybe not for Armil and Zion, but for Nadia.
I'm not scared of it either. Why would I be scared of it?
All right,
I
go
would
outside.
take
Go
the head.
outside, big man.
I'll go dragon style. I'll go
I'm
dragon
a
style.
little scared.
I'll go
I'm
dragon
a little
style.
scared because I know what it can do.
I don't know.
I can summon
Again, I just go dragon. I mean, if I'm all trained, I can't be scared of random things like that.
It's not a random thing at all. It's they used to be really scary. Maybe they're not now.
I mean, yeah, I understand, but I mean, my character would not be just terrified of random animals. I mean, if my character's been going around killing dragons, I'm not going to be scared of a Smilodon.
That's fair. In fairness,
You know?
in fairness, I didn't say terrified. I said scared of big cat that normally eats people is being nice to you. And also
that to
in
me is
Pathfinder,
cute.
in Pathfinder First Edition, a Smilodon could take a dragon. As long as the dragon didn't just stay up here and breathe down, right? As long as that didn't happen, the Smilodon would run up and pounce, and that's a dead dragon.
Agreed. I mean, I agree, but I mean, it's a giant cat. I mean, how much fun is that? I mean, it's an animal. I mean, you know.
Yeah. So, like I said, Automil is going to be a little wary because he has a good idea what these things can do.
That is accurate. It's also a lot weaker than it used to be. I'm kind of disappointed. It has pounce. But pounce just means a strike at the end of a stride. And it can stay hidden. But it has sneak attack, so I guess it has sneak attack? That's weird. Anyway, a day passes. It's a rogue now.
Am I able to take one of the dragon teeth without upsetting these guys?
Yeah, you probably could.
Okay.
Oh, we killed it. Why would that upset them?
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm gonna take one of them.
Okay, you're certainly capable of doing so. A day passes. Now what?
Where are we heading?
Well, which way did that dragon come from?
North. Due north. Wait, I lied.
I
lied. Not north. It came from pretty much straight east of you.
Ooh.
So let's go straight
that
east.
would be...
Okay.
So we also need to tell the dryads something.
Yeah. Oh, we can send an
I
animal messenger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Are we fighting at the last day? Like, are we getting together in the last day and then going to fight them? Like, we have to get back to base camp on the last day? Isn't that's what I kind of understood?
The ritual must be disrupted before the last day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to get back to
thought
base
we had
camp and then get there.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort
Got
of.
it.
Animal messenger certainly works in basically the same vein. That you don't have to run back to the other side and then over here and then back.
Let's send an animal to the dryads then.
I send an animal to a dryad, and I assume it can speak to the animal as I put in the mental image that peace treaty has been made, but still needs work. Still needs work on for future, but a temporary peace treaty has been made.
Okay, duly noted. You guys head. You can get to the place pretty easy. Matter of fact,
We're heading towards the east.
that probably opens up most of this. Because you can see all of that terrain as you start climbing into those foothills. Perception or survival. Gotta do an explore. Remember that will take a day.
Automil will take the lead.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Perception.
Solid. Both of those are successes. You two are a little faster, so you guys can. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. Nadia doesn't fall.
Actually clicked on
pass.
There we go, got the right one.
Okay, fair enough. So it takes the rest of the day to find. There's a cave up in the mountains. You guys come up and can look down and see it, where several, not on a word wall in Skyrim, lots of bones and half rotten corpses of large horses and things that would live in the mountains lie rotting. You imagine that's where the dragon once lived.
Well,
there should be his
explore?
treasure chest. Yeah,
treasure
there
point.
should be treasure there.
That's
That
fair.
would be
Take a look.
Very beneficial.
Okay, so it did take you guys the rest of the day to explore that square. So you would need to rest. Right. The 19th day is upon us. And then you guys are going to roll up. And I'm going to scroll out before I share this board.
Be wary.
Why are you guys so
giant? Dragons.
Stop being so big. Go down to normal size. That board loaded weird. Everybody on Twitch and on YouTube, pretend that didn't happen. Now I'm going to share this sheet. Bam! As you guys roll up on the cave, a creature that looks like it's made of living fire makes its way out. It looks up into the sky and sees nothing. Then it turns and sees you. And then it looks back up into the sky, and then it turns and sees you. You guys have a reaction before it does things.
I think we were not expected.
That's fair assessment.
Can I identify this creature before anything?
Yeah, you could. If you knew what a Cyclops was, you know what a fire giant is.
And I probably know that it's probably going to attack us, correct?
Make a perception check.
Because I want to,
It's right now. It looks kind of confused whether the dragons come around.
Yeah.
It may have been friends or it may not have been friends with it.
So it looks like something along like the lines of perhaps like a guard for the lair that perhaps the dragon might have found a way to enlist, and the dragon hasn't returned because, well, you killed it dead. It's not reacting to you guys, not because it's not... I mean, they're definitely normally pretty hostile, but this one's under orders. So it's... Confusion is where it's at right now, basically.
I'll leave that up to you guys. Do you think we should make this an ally, if possible?
Well,
or...
I think we should try.
Can we?
I can hold the... I can cast calm emotions and try to show it that the dragon's dead.
I'm going to just ask, do you speak common? Let's start with that. Sweet.
Oh.
That is very good to hear.
Because it's not from Iberia, it's from here.
I just sigh real loud. Oh, good. We just want to talk.
How are you doing?
We've been trying to find someone to talk to forever.
Let me make sure he does. I'm sure it speaks common. It better. Otherwise, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Sure. Yeah, it speaks common.
Otherwise, I'll have to take all that back.
Common and Jotun. No Ignan.
Oh, that's awesome. So, I'll leave that up to the people that actually talk for what's thoughts.
Yeah, like I do really well. I'll try though.
We should all introduce ourselves first.
You've been doing so well so far.
I want to try to explain to it that it's that the dragon is dead, but there is a bigger battle to come, and we need help.
Okay.
And we all will.
Yeah, it's going to attack us.
Or kills the boss.
It's going to attack us.
That we can only fight it together.
Sure.
Oh, all right.
Can I assist on that roll somehow?
Yeah, you guys can both make diplomacy checks.
Just like, he's right.
So am I using the
diplomancy? And you didn't fumble.
Oh my gosh.
Neither did Chewie. Okay, so. So you
did
guys
they fail?
You guys have to move right next to it to do this.
Okay. That's fine.
Ziam's leshy is visibly uncomfortable. And probably Ziam's too. As you get close to the giant fire thing and you're a plant druid.
I'm holding him close.
And it in your arms and it leans down menacingly as Nydia, and you say this is just fine. But I keep the dragon's treasure.
Heal!
Sure, why not?
All right.
You've gained 1 ally point. The fire giant goes
Yay,
into
we
the
have
cave.
3 ally points.
Ba-ba-ba.
Do we know if we got the druid? Not the druid, the
That
dryad.
was probably a lot of treasure in there, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, probably. But I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
but
what
a
are
lot
we
of
gonna do with
resources.
treasure points?
Yeah.
What are we
we
gonna do
got
with
a
treasure
fire
points?
giant.
Yeah, a giant would fire giant sounds good though.
And if he
Yeah.
dies in the battle, if he dies in the upcoming battle, we know where the treasure is.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I feel like the fire giant is also much more threatening than the young red dragon is. That's so weird.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
just
I'm
weird
wrong.
why it's following. Is there anything else in there? Fire giant friend.
No.
No. Okay. Well,
Okay,
Maybe
then
he's just
I will-
lazy.
it was nice knowing you. See you later. We'll call on you soon. It's coming up
Yeah,
in.
You may
Now.
see an animal that comes
Yeah.
holding a message.
tell them that the battle will come before the eclipse.
How far away are we on the days now?
You're 19. You got 11 days.
All right.
Got 11 days.
I say we either head north or northwest.
I don't want to head directly towards them.
Yes.
I'm thinking we have that one spot up in the north where the rocks are.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go see what's going on up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
3, 4, 5, 6. That journey will take 2 days. I played
Okay.
too much Kingmaker.
Okay.
This journey will take 2 days and X amount of hours. Okay. So 1, 2,
We're all
3.
healed up and whatnot at
3,
this
1.
point for sure.
2 days of rest passed. You guys book it across the plains. I'm gonna assume.
Do we see anything as we're going there? Are we clearing it up, or how's this work?
Yeah, I'll clear it up. You guys basically
Also, where we came through.
get all the map. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay, I just clarifying.
Bam! You guys probably have most of the map at that point, honestly. It's trying to go.
I
There it
don't
goes.
see anything.
Now you do. It's basically a whole lot of nothing. The river runs up into the hills. So I'm gonna assume you want to go 1, 2, 3. Whoop,
Oh, okay.
3, 1, 2. The fastest route, basically. 3, and then 1.
Okay, so we're fresh. We're
Okay.
fresh and ready then.
Yep, that's correct. Nothing happens.
Alright.
Nothing
Getting
jumps out at you. From time to
Well, we see giant rocks.
Yeah, they actually, in the course of the 2 days, they don't move around a whole lot of much. Sometimes you see them
Is
up
mating
flying
season
around.
over?
Yes, it is. You guys have missed out on all of the stuff. Now, when you arrive, boom. The rocks
man.
are perched at the top of a pretty big hill.
Oh, this is gonna be scary.
They see you. They take wing and get about 20 feet off the... Well, no, not yet. They actually they see you and they just... The cry of an eagle big enough to shake the surrounding mountainside echoes around. As they're basically... The nature boys would know they're trying to scare you off. They don't seem super keen on fighting right now.
It would be wise to back away.
Yeah.
Don't any of you guys have animal empathy?
Hey, I understand the grass and the trees. I can cast a spell to talk to these guys, but they're not no trees, I say.
They are definitely not no trees.
No, I'm more of a hunter.
So
Okay,
no
then
animals speaking.
I have an
ability?
idea. How about we go hunt something and bring it to them as like an offering? These are magical creatures, I believe, and they're still animals. We can do what we do to most animals and try to, go, hey, how's it going? Try not to get eaten by them.
Huh.
I believe they like horses.
That's a nature check, Mr. Metagaming.
Somewhere there's a horse running around.
I did say we go hunting. I did say we go hunting.
Alright, with a 36, what does Aramil know about rocks?
They eat pretty much whatever they can get their hands on. Horses, yes, horses are
Okay.
particularly tasty, but In other parts of the world, they're known to take elephants, dinosaurs, megafauna. These guys are gargantuan. They're big. Their talons are probably about as big as like a U1.5.
That's why they don't eat us, because we're just not worth it.
Pretty much. They're definitely guarding a nest.
They could still eat us.
Yeah, they could if they want to.
But they're not necessarily worth their time. You might be, maybe for the... You can kind of see the tops of a couple of about the size of you eggs. And when those hatch, maybe you'd be a good snack for little baby rocks. But also you guys see, well, yeah, strewn about the nest and like even down where you guys are, there are little like bright orange bits of tile that lay on the ground. They definitely didn't come from here, and they're definitely like humanoid made.
Would that be a society check to figure it out?
Yeah.
From looking out from this area, I see anything orange?
Do your society. Oh, nice.
Okay, so a 21. The orange is like painfully bright as you look at it, like garishly, disgustingly way too bright. And then on the other side, like a completely different off color. It makes no sense. It's very mismatched. And Ziam thinks gnomes. It kind of like, it dawns on you that this probably came from the roof of a gnome's house that these rocks have been attacking.
Well, where's this gnome's house?
That's the question.
Could I make
That's where it is, right
survival to see if that's it, or if there may be more, like footprints, signs?
With the nature checks you guys made, there's no footprints leading up here.
It's long since abandoned.
It's like bits of a roof of a house are here, which you can infer means the rocks attacked and brought the pieces back.
Yeah, that's the way I'm understanding.
Or like perhaps like coughed it up.
If we want to, we have no way to really communicate with these guys.
Yeah, or tame them.
Ziam can cast a spell.
I do have the spell that lets me talk to them. I could cast, or I could do. Okay. I have a nature skill that if one day I could train an animal if I make enough rolls enough.
Yeah.
Enough dead horses.
Good boy. Good boy.
Did you?
So you could talk to him? Why don't you try talking to him then?
It'd only be me, so yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
All right. You are able to do so. Nothing stops you.
I say, well, what would be, since I am a druid, would I know a proper way to greet an animal of this stature? Did they teach me that in an order?
Yeah, you'd know these are basically just giant birds. They're not magical, really. They're just big.
Which is why they're magical.
So just saying hi would be
They're literally just animals.
Let them know we're not here to harm their nest.
I say, hello, we come in peace. Can we just have a word with you?
Diplomacy check.
We want to talk.
I remember using these tokens, by the way.
Yeah, that's why I brought them in. For you, Anthony, because I knew you would recognize the best creature of Tarkir. Remember when that card
actually, that was still Siege Rhino. Everybody knows that was Siege Rhino.
I actually like 1-0 dropped my Khans of Tarkir pre-release. My first ever game of Magic, and I pulled a Siege Rhino and built Mardu instead because I had to have those colors. So I'm good at this. Also, I think that probably fails. Looking at my will DC.
Those birds, I think, are also Mardu creatures, not
Abzan. They could go on either.
Abzan or Ojatai's
or Jeskai.
Killed before that. Jeskai, yeah.
Yeah, you can play them in everything that played
They were raid.
They were so good. Is what they were.
Yeah, they were.
Wow. Wonder if it's probably not good enough to be played in Modern. It's not a fumble, but it's not a success either. It's just a failure. The rocks, they realize what a communication is. They fly right up to Ziam.
Oh no.
landing just right in front of the party, just on the ground. They don't say anything, but they look at you and cock their head avian-esque. They say nothing.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Towards the east, there is a great evil that wants to destroy all of existence, and that would mean you would be destroyed. Your entire species would be. Can you help us stop them and save your species?
Make another bonus
Save
check.
your nest.
Save your nest.
Save the babies!
Oh.
Still not a failure. You say this, and they seem a little too perplexed that a humanoid can speak to them. They get like, can I have 5-foot step? Just as close as they can. Their gigantic heads just right up next to you. Their beaks clacking. They're like cocking their heads so their eyes can see you better.
Almost like,
you're the size of their eyes.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I can understand you. I'm what they call a druid. I protect nature, and I want to help protect you all.
One more check.
Oh, please roll high.
Come on,
natural
you can
20.
do it.
Come on.
He's far from
natural 20.
fumble
Do it.
territory.
Oh, thank gosh.
That's
that's pretty good.
Oh.
It's not a critical success, but it is a success. They look at each other. They look down at like the garishly orange. They look back up at you and why? I gotta remember why they're attacking that village. Did they do something bad? They didn't do something bad. I don't think they did. No, they did not. I kind of just want to read that. That's so. Yeah, I can't say that in bird culture, so I'm just gonna read out that the bright colors of the rooftops in the village where that came from excites, angers, and confuses the rocks, and so they've been attacking the village. This color confuses me.
It's too bright.
It is too bright.
It does not match the rest of the colors.
There's probably a lot of like giant greens.
Where's the village
blues. Then? They don't understand Ojitai, but you have gained 1 ally point. The rocks do, they nod, and they agree to help you.
All right.
I say, Carmen, they're with me now.
I'm asking you, where's the village?
Where's the gnomes?
Where did this come from? I ask them as I point to the orange tile.
One more check as I check my fly speed. My fly speed. That's pretty fast. It's not that fast.
Oh, nice. Not bad.
The rocks will take you there.
They will take us there.
And
I say.
All right. Why not? This sounds fun.
They, in one, basically, like as they pick up off of the air, you guys probably are all knocked on your butts as these giant wings just beat air down to pick up these monstrous things, and they pick you up. One of you in each
the eagles
talon that's way too big.
We going for a ride.
And you're going on a ride.
Someone play Lord of the Rings. Eagles to
come. That's what we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, remember it's Black Dragon Gaming for your Pathfinder 1st, 2nd, and Kingmaker needs. Thank you guys for hanging out. I don't want to pass out experience. The Sea Serpent's dead for sure now. We can confirm. No experience, though. I already did that. In cheating one playtest, and I feel like I cheated this playtest by making the Cyclops speak out of Barian. Welcome to hard mode. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.